What's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 84 finals. Every once in a while, I get a little, what's the word? A little existential, and I realize that we are nearing 100 pod events for this season of Warhammer, or of T5S2. Not even including special and external events, we are nearing the 100 mark. I think including external events, we are absolutely over 100 events in total for this circuit season. But in terms of pods, we're getting to the number already. I believe launched in the server is up to 94. So we should hit 100 in the next couple of weeks, which I don't think we've ever done before. 10 seasons of T5S2. And I don't think we've ever run 100 pod events, which is amazing, chat. Isn't that cool? These are all, obviously, for those who don't know, free events that anyone can join. There's a waitlist in the Discord server. You just post up in there, and you'll be notified when you're added to an event. We may use a different listing system for next season, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. A lot of that is going to be sort of based around how 11th edition gets released, because that'll determine when the next season launches, because we want to be playing it with the new rules. But I want to introduce you to our players over here. We have Fractures on the red side, aka Mr. Pistolian in the Discord, rocking some Adeptus Custodes. This is going to be a very meta matchup. Today, it is 3 Venerable Land Raiders and a smattering of Custodian Guards. Pretty standard stuff, chat. I don't think we are really
a quicker way to
breaking the mold with any of these particular.
What's this button here?
Sorry. If you at the top of your screen, there's should be buttons. If you click on the now you see the time clicking down on you. If you press the red button, then the time will pass.
Okay.
Yeah, the timer can be passed back and forth just by clicking the HUD element, which is actually really cool. You do not need to use any of the hotkeys or use the physical object. There is a physical object on the side of the table, which is very annoying to manipulate. You don't have to do that. That's just there to set the overall timer if you haven't yet used the digital timer here. For Tabletop Simulator, you do not need to use that whatsoever. But yeah, it's Talons of the Emperor, it's 3 Land Raiders, it's a bunch of Custodian Guard, there's a Custodes Assassin in there. I'm fairly certain there's a Kyria Draxus. It's a Standard Inquisitor this time. Kyria Draxus, unfortunately, like pushing 100 points, I think. Kind of wild. But the Standard Inquisitor is extremely efficient for a 2d6 shot devastating auto hit. Pretty good things with the wound rerolls that you get from Custodian Guard and the double tap.
That's good.
This is a very familiar layout. We literally just played a very similar list in Black Crusade Online. What a or Black Crusade Open. What an insane game with Majunior that was. But that was yesterday, for those who missed it. Over here in the blue side is a stream staple at this point, Freakman's running Tau Empire. It's a Mont-Ka list. You know it. You love it. You've seen it before. This one is running Breachers, which is a little bit different than some of the standard Mont-Ka lists that we typically see. Sometimes we do see entirely Pathfinders as the essentially only infantry options besides Kroot Carnivores. However, in this case, we are running a Breacher Fire Warrior squad. Or in fact, 2 Breacher Fire Warrior squads, so not utilizing the Pathfinder's Scout for those Devilfish at all. Which is fair. I mean, the Scouting Devilfish is good to assign or to deliver Pathfinders to an objective, but not necessarily necessary, I think, in a lot of cases. And the Breachers are good for a lighter infantry sweeper that can deal with stuff that you may not be able to kill in a single activation from any of the other teams. So, for example, a Riptide Battlesuit will kill 7 infantry models, when guided and supported in a unit. But it is kind of unlikely that they will kill an entire squad. A Breacher team does not have that problem and is cheaper. So definitely some instances in which you can send those Breachers forward to play more aggressively than you would in a typical Mont-Ka build. Also running a pair of Hammerhead gunships with railguns, so we are focusing pretty heavily on that late-game firepower. The one downside of the detachment is that it can lose so much of its damage output once you hit that battle round 4 onwards. And
Okay. That's fine with
the
me.
railguns do not have that problem. They are not reliant on lethal hits. They're wounding most things on 2s or 3s with a built-in reroll, so they're very consistent and potentially devastating wounds. I took 15 damage from one yesterday, and I wanted to die. It made me very sad. But anyway, chat, we are off to the races with deployment, extremely aggressive deployment from Tau with their forward operators going into the center of the battlefield. I'm going to go to top-down mode here because the bubble apocalypse is real on our measurement circles here. We do have a couple of Custodian Guard unit, or at least one Custodian Guard unit in Strategic Reserve for Adeptus Custodes, so we are probably going to see some very careful screening for the Tau Empire, at least in the early game. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm interested in this matchup because, from what I understand, having spoken to many Tau players over the course of the last couple weeks, and also at the Battle for Salvation, the current thinking for this list is that Tau is extremely favored against triple Land Raider for a couple of important reasons. First of all, some of the things you might consider. Well, for example, Riptide battlesuits, and a lot of these
move this Custodes over a tiny bit.
The most commonly played long-range options inside Tau, so things like ion cannon, hammerhead gunships, for example, ion rifle and fusion blasters from your infantry squads are low strength. They cap at strength 10 on the Riptide ion accelerator, and that's about it. So they are really, really focusing on lethal hits in order to get that damage through. You would consider that means that the defensive profile, something like a Land Raider, is good because it's high toughness. So a lot of those guns that would normally be wounding on low numbers or on high numbers are instead wounding on, or that would normally be wounding on 4s or 3s against most lighter vehicles are wounding on 5s. You're also going into a high armor save. However, we do have some stratagems inside Montka that will help out there. We have the focused fire stratagem to give +1 AP to 2 units targeting a single enemy unit, with the restriction that they just then have to target that unit with all of their attacks. And the other thing is that lethal hits a lot of times just rolls out to be equivalent to +1 to wound. Now, normally you would say, well, that's fine. You can just wait out the Montka player, right? They only get Montka for 3 battle rounds. If we engage towards the end of the game, especially if you go second, you can survive. You use your infantry to skirmish, and then you use those vehicles to survive in the late game. The downside is that triple Land Raider oftentimes runs into a logistical problem. They cannot deploy their units in a way that does not incite turn 1 engagement, which means that Tau just get the full use of their detachment ability.
God, you got so many models.
A Tau player...
Yeah.
You still got all that to put down. Wow.
Yep. Back to you.
Yep, Tau...
playing Horde style on 10th edition.
I can tell.
A Tau player that gets access to all 3 rounds of Montka is having the time of their life. They are so excited about what's about to happen. So we'll see how Adeptus Custodes are able to survive here. It's also, obviously some cases where for things like smoke, for example, don't really give you any benefit. Tau have a lot of access to ignore modifiers and things like weapon support systems on their Riptide battlesuits, and then any marker light spotter will give you ignore cover as well. So you'll essentially, in most cases, ignore the entirety of that effect. So it's a weird matchup consideration. It might be that Custodes are just going to say, hey, we're going to put all of our models on the table. We're going to deploy on the line, and we're going to hope that we can just bust through the center. Maybe their first turn of shooting is not very good, and that delivers the Custodian Guard into the fight. Now, obviously, as Freakman has just mentioned, Tau are effectively playing Horde mode. We have 20 Pathfinders up in the center of the battlefield here. These guys have Scout and Infiltrate, so they're going to be able to position themselves exactly where they want to be to movement block most efficiently, and they can likely prevent the Venerable Land Raiders from getting a very, very good position up in the center of the table here. Now, there's also a spot where, there's also the presence of these Railgun Hammerheads, which are sort of dedicated anti-Land Raider weapons. The chance that they push through for 9 or 10 damage is extremely high against the Land Raider profile and just half kill it in one shot. So we'll see. I don't want to be too pessimistic, Chance, but there is a danger here that I think
Oh,
Custodes might just get blown up. I know that we raided on this channel. We raided Glynisir a couple of days ago, and he was playing this exact matchup, and he killed all 3 land raiders in turn 1.
I do have some small indirect fire on the broadsides.
We'll see if that happens here for Fractures. For Fracture's sake, I hope that it does not. But it is
5 AP0 damage.
It is a tough one for sure.
Yikes.
Deploy in the line and hope to go first. The matchup's so difficult for factions. Yeah. Interestingly, I so gratuitously prefer to go second with Chaos Demons, but every other game I've ever played against Monka Tau has been a go first or die. Because unfortunately, they just get to move with block you. They just get to set up, and then either bottom of one or bottom of one or top of two. They are, or excuse me, bottom of bottom of one or top of two. They just shoot you with their whole army and then they kill you. It's rough. They are so fast, they're so maneuverable, and they're so long range that it's very difficult to hide from them. However, playing Chaos Demons, going second is amazing. Because suddenly, because they can't shoot you turn 1, or generally they can't shoot you well.
Deployed, right?
Correct.
You automatically remove 1 round of Montka from them if you go first, because their first round of Montka doesn't do anything. And then you only have to wait 2 rounds before Montka is expired. And once Montka is expired, a Tau army does not kill a demon army. Generally speaking, I don't want obviously weird things do happen. Sometimes you just get a bunch of devastating damage with your railguns, but that matchup is what I found is really interesting and cool. Unfortunately, not so for a lot of other cases. Lethal hits, as long as you get crits on better than a 6, are amazing. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting because it's a mechanic that doesn't feel that impactful, and in some cases it feels really bad. If, for example, you have strong wound rolls, or you have wound critical effects like devastating wounds, and you have lethal hits, it feels like, oh man, lethal hits actually sucks. It's just the worst keyword to have. But the consistency, just the amount of consistency that it adds over the course of the game is incredible. And once you play with it, especially with army wide lethal hits, especially on high impact, low strength weapons like the ion accelerators or plasma guns, it's just so good.
Like this, because I want this.
Death Guard are a great example because they have a lot of that strength 8, strength 9, strength 10 sort of mid-weight anti-vehicle that they then apply lethal hits to, and it just adds that little bit of extra damage, like 1 extra conversion per activation, 1 or 2 extra conversions per round, and it starts to add up over the course of the game. It's incredibly strong. Plague Marines, the Biologist, Future Fire, and Plague Casters in a Rhino. The classic combination chance.
Disembark and charge, right?
Correct.
I saw some really funny games over the course of Battle for Salvation where players had where that brick explicitly did some very funny things. I think that we streamed Trent Bates play it on stream, and he I think started each one of his games by explaining to his opponent, and I've talked to a lot of Death Guard players. They say this is a perennial problem with the Death Guard, the way the Death Guard army is composed right now. This is gonna annoy me, so I'm gonna push that guy on the table. Boom. Right. Otherwise, that would have thrown me. Where a lot of times Death Guard, Twin Lance on the battlefield, chat. Interesting. That's very aggressive. Where a lot of times you end up with units that look very normal, right? You're like, oh, it's a Plague Marine squad, or it's a Blight Lord Terminator, or it's a Chaos Spawn or something. I know what those things do. But because Death Guard are this faction of stacking stacking buffs, they just concoct, pun intended, a miasma of different buffs to apply to a unit to make that unit absolutely incredible. And once they do that, they do so much more damage that you have to console your opponent. And he started from Team Stat Check. He started every game by saying, "Here's my Plague Marine squad with my Plague Caster and my Biologist Future Fire, and it will do more damage than you think." It will, when it shoots at a unit, that unit will probably be destroyed. and his opponents would every time.
Stuff,
Literally, I think
stream.
I had them on stream 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Or I had them on stream 3
So
times.
I am
I think
fully
I hit
full
his
as well.
games on stream twice.
Both
In both
first
games, his opponent would be shot by the Plague Marines and then go, "Oh, I didn't expect them to do much damage."
Raise your
And
hands.
at the beginning of the
That's
game,
a
he
good
warned
night,
them.
Big. Good luck, have fun.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Looks like Ed is going to be Tau going first. I don't know. I don't believe that Custodes has successfully dodged any of the shooting here turn 1. I think that this Land Raider is visible along this line. Maybe the intention was that it's not. I guess it could like pump back an inch and be safe there. I think there's also potentially a line here if we wanted to see a Riptide push pretty far forward. This one's relatively safe in the corner over here. But we'll see.
Yes.
So we experience playing Hearthguard when you shoot Marines. Yeah. And they're just like, oh, okay, so it's like an infantry squad, you know, it's like a unit of Stern Guard veterans or something, and you're like, yeah, I guess so. Their guns are 2 damage and they had blast weapons.
Yeah,
the Hearthguard unit's always like, it doesn't look that great on paper, and then you apply all the buffs. Like, actually, it's +1 to hit. Actually, it rerolls 1s to hit. Actually, it rerolls 1s to wound. Actually, it's +1 AP. Actually, it's rapid fire. And you're like, oh, snap. Actually, it does kill me. Oh, boy. Classic. The classic. But I think my favorite interaction was at one point, his opponent said, "What are these guys like in Overwatch?" And he says, "They're extremely good." He said verbatim, "Their Overwatch is very good." And his opponent went, "Okay, I'll trigger Overwatch," and then lost a unit and went, "What the fuck? I didn't know it was that good." I was like, my brother in Christ. He literally told you. He's like, what? They have that many turret weapons? Yeah. Have you literally never seen Death Guard before? Incredible. What a time to be alive. It was a very funny game. Obviously, I understand his opponent probably hadn't played against the faction very much.
Yeah.
And it was like a new combination of models that he was looking at. But it was very funny to have the Death Guard player just straight up tell his opponent that the unit was going to be very strong, and then have them be surprised that it was strong. Anyway, Chance. It's a long discussion about how cool lethal hits is.
Image off the wall.
When 11th edition changed the cover, do I think they'll change how -1 to hit and -1 ballistic skill interact? Honestly, no. I don't believe that they will. Because it tends to be the trend that they will just leave existing mechanics lie. That's what they've done in the past.
So you can do your scouts
without going through like a huge amount of work to refurbish them until a couple of months into the edition, most likely. So I would not expect
within
any
9 of these
changes.
guys. Keep that in mind.
Yes, fair point.
There's also the change to cover has a lot of implications because it also changes like the effect of smokescreen. It changes, the prevalence of hit modifiers. Like ignore hit modifiers is just ignore cover now, right? Like those just do the same thing. Ignore hit modifiers is in some cases a worse version. Or I guess ignore cover is I guess a worse version of or ignore hit modifiers. Torrent weapons get ignore cover built into the torrent keyword. I think that there's a lot of mechanics that would probably like to change. Looks like we are pulling Bank Witch Seekers in response to the aggressive position for the Tau. We could lose that unit pretty quickly to a Pathfinder squad if they don't escape, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. I almost wonder if you push forward and you just try to force the Overwatch turn 1. Because it's not like Talons has too many defensive strats in this early game. They do have a reactive move they can use to try to keep them alive.
I'm going to scout at the moment, so yep, go for you.
I know the Witch Seekers used to battle shock.
Blue starts
on Overwatch. I don't know if they still do that.
Supplies. Hold 1 and almost and hold 2
changed.
hold more.
That's good.
Display of might. I need to recycle.
Played Recon Guard. Warned him about the amount of blast. And a 10 brick. Picked up 60 guardsmen. Oh my god. That Recon Guard is the perfect unit for those guys because all they want to see is like low toughness blast, like low toughness high blast.
Secondaries there.
That's all they want. Same with like Aquilon Custodians. You ever see those guys shoot into a guard squad? They just drop in and they're just like, I don't know, like 7d6 plus 28. Strength the AP1 full rerolls.
And then I need to stand.
Guess I die. Thank you for the follow, Cam Trevors. Trevor's a good name.
I
like that. solid A+.
I want it here.
People still get surprised at how terrifying Blight Lords of Plague Marines are in Overwatch. I know.
I guess
It's crazy to me. But maybe, I guess it's like people who missed Death Guard being like ludicrously insane.
He's gonna advance.
Because those mechanics haven't changed in general. It's just that the units became slightly more expensive. But they still do basically as much damage as they did previously.
Of your dudes.
Movement block being executed by the Piranha here. No charging, but that would potentially incite a heroic intervention. So we are just going to let the Land Raider do its thing, but lock it into position. We are in hidden supplies for this game. Cleanse was drawn for Freakman, so he's going to cleanse with his Pathfinder squads in the back there.
I can shuffle these guys up a bit.
Before the change to Plague was in melee combat with Dorns that had -2 ballistic skill from the Plague and -1 to being hit from combat. Oh, -2, yeah, stacked. I don't think that will change. I think -1 ballistic skill will remain the same.
So the Piranha can, you've got assault and everything for the first 3 rounds, right?
Yeah. I think there should be a way for them. Let's see. Can I stand them here?
Yeah, the infiltrator stopping the scout moves early is big, but that does just give you have the downside that going second into Montcad just loses all your infiltrators immediately. But it's not like you aren't going to lose something going second into Montcad, so you might as well just eat it, I guess, while you have the opportunity. One interesting thing too is that as the Montcad list develops its board, it's going to execute these move blocks, and then it's going to, as you kill those units, and this is another reason that Adeptus Custodes do struggle into Tau.
Can I stand them here without being
anything that kills a unit for 1 command point on the Custodes side, or on the Tau side, excuse me, can give a full hit roll effect,
which means
reroll effect into the unit that destroyed their unit. So Montcad works in this peace trading way, where you're going to go up, get value from a Piranha, try to, we might tickle the Land Raider for some damage or something. We'll see. We're going to move and block it. We're going to force the Custodian player to kill it, and then we're going to get hit rerolls on whatever killed it, which is likely going to be a Custodian Guard Squad or a Venerable Land Raider. It is unlikely we kill it with a Witch Seeker, I guess. Although, it's not impossible. We could shoot it with a gun and drop it low and then grenade it, potentially. That's the way to do it. Love Poxwalkers infiltrating? Yeah, Poxwalkers are phenomenal utility, for sure. Like, getting a 10 model squad that's really, really cheap that infiltrates like that, and then also doesn't die on the first activation is huge. I think people underestimate how important it is that T4 situational -1 to be hit and feel no pain can impact the survivability of that unit. And keeping them alive, especially in Virulent Victorium, is like crazy because then they obsec the objective. Phenomenal. Hope they change the wording on a few profiles. For units to say they ignore hit modifiers, also ignore ballistic skill modifiers, which is how prevalent it will be. Well, are there anything that ignores hit modifiers but not ballistic skill characteristic modifiers? That'd be interesting. I actually don't know. I guess I haven't really seen it come up that much.
Side, I want blocking here. Let's do that.
Oh, I guess like Riptide Battlesuits do. They ignore hit roll modifiers, but they don't ignore ballistic skill characteristic modifiers. Interesting.
I think I should be fine.
Votan Bikers ignore hit modifiers, not ballistic skill. Yeah, I wonder if the fact that so few things do impact ballistic skill negatively, I think means that they likely won't.
Yes.
I don't know if they're really it's on their radar that much. Even Death Guard like Nurgle's Gift gives -1 to hit, not -1 ballistic skill now, right?
Long charge, yeah. Long charge.
What I hope they would do actually is almost the opposite, and I hope they make more things reduce ballistic skill characteristic, like damaged vehicles, for example. In my opinion, should not get -1 to hit. They should reduce the skill characteristic of their weapons, because
So moving up, then
you end up just ignoring the damage characteristic a lot of times because there are other hit modifier effects in play, and especially if cover remains -1 to be hit, a damaged vehicle shooting into cover just has no benefit, no downside.
Almost riptide.
Okay. It's just shooting at its normal profile at that point.
Yeah.
I know there were reasons that it was it's been changed, but I sort of wish that they were a little bit more cagey with where they gave hit roll modifiers, and they let them stack. The times where I have a unit, like I'm engaging an enemy vehicle that's damaged and shooting into a stealth unit, and they're like, I get -1. And I'm like, all right, man. You should hit on 6s here, but okay.
These guys could off. Do I actually just want to stand them there?
Yeah, torrent weapons are a big open question for sure. Having ignore cover baked into the USR for torrent would be wild. Although it's not like 99% of them don't have it already, but there are some very notable exceptions that currently don't ignore cover. For some reason, like they're almost all in Tyranids. And the Infertile Master and
I wanted an 8-inch charge. Oh, let's put him there.
Liquefier guns, I think,
at least, but
are also the same way. They're very rare, but they are there, and giving those ignore cover built in would be enormous.
Slightly more back.
Relating to Playcaster? Yeah.
Wait. I guess he can stand like this. 12. Yeah. Should be an 8-inch charge. So
well, yeah. So Torrent currently doesn't innately ignore cover. It's just that they usually print the two together.
Yes, to advance.
But if you make it so that cover is a ballistic skill character or a hit roll modifier, and Torrent doesn't have a hit roll, then you just get ignore cover as an additional benefit of the keyword.
I probably want these guys in here. So I do want this, because otherwise I don't get the what's called engage on all fronts. And in that case I do want this guy here for a I guess. Yep.
Hope Overwatch just changed for Torrent. Yeah. I don't think I think Games Workshop really likes the idea of Overwatch simply because it does introduce reactive play. It's not reactive play I'm like that interested in. So personally, I don't like the mechanic, and I don't think it's going anywhere. But I wouldn't expect to see too many changes.
So the intention here is that this guy cannot move. So I have a clear side here. So you cannot see with that guy.
It's nice move blocking here.
Which is safe position on him. 5, 7.
The Flyblown host at benefit, I believe, is stealth. Which is honestly better because it will stack with cover.
1 inch to put him on this objective as well.
Make Overwatch and Heroic Intervention 2 CP.
So moving him up.
Yeah. At least, well, we'll see. I don't know.
This objective is sticky.
I'm interested to play with the new charge rules because how they interact with Heroic Intervention is going to be interesting.
Yes.
It does up the requirement to heroically intervene to be slightly closer to the unit you're intervening for, because the requirement of the charge move to go within 1 inch instead of base makes it much more flexible. In some cases. However, you do have more requirements on the charge than just that. So there are going to be some instances where, for example, when I move my guys to go within 1 inch, I could dodge your 6-inch heroic intervention, but because I had more models that could go within 2 inches, those models may have to trigger heroic intervention. But if you kept the heroic intervention rules the same as they are, or the charge rules the same as they are right now, I would be very much in favor of heroic intervention going to 2 command points. It's so transformative and is so commonly based entirely on misfortune from the charging player, which sucks. That's just not a mechanic that is interesting or cool.
Yes, these are fine where they are. Screen my backfield. And this can do. These can do.
How do you feel you should counter Tau by counter Tau just screening you out? Speaking to a guy
Yes.
who won a GT with Tau because he never lost into fast melee armors, traditional Tau counters. So you need to be able to. You effectively need to be able to leapfrog their screens in a way that doesn't expose you to shooting. So, like, having fast melee activations, you know, let's say like jump pack assault intercessors, for example, that can reliably kill, like, trade for the Tau screening units while allowing your real units to remain out of line of sight is very important. You know, in some cases, like you without your own infiltrators, you can't stop like this piranha play turn one. And Tau are like generally going to outnumber you with forward operators. It's just how they roll. So, you know, it's going to happen, and then you need to be able to respond to it with things that aren't going to give you, you know, give up too much value.
Which in this case, if after shooting piranha, I will get 5 and 4. Yes. End of the movement phase. I want this.
By way of example, chat, I feel that, speaking personally, my Tau matchup's very good. I have a lot of reps into it.
I will shoot.
And typically, I appreciate the very heavy screenplay because it lets me pick off their utility without having to expose myself. I'm playing Chaos Demons, which means that innately a lot of my units are either highly resilient or don't or can't be shot without the Tau player overextending. So I just like pick up the front line for free when they move to screen.
Okay.
Quick on this guy. Yeah, no, nothing. Yep. So I will score cleanse, engage for 4 points.
Huge score turn 1.
And that's
for Freak Man's here.
Okay.
Establish Locus, Engage are the draws for Custodes. An unfortunate set of rolls. Not exactly what we're looking for on turn 1 here. Establish Locus is really not scoreable right now. And it's not. This is not a position that we want to be taking in when we're performing actions. Engage Null Fronts is going to be a 1-pointer. So Fractures looks like we're probably only going to score a single point. And then I don't know how he prevents a 15 for Tau. Now, we could see the Land Raiders of the side here push up. They do move 10.
Did you drew Establish, didn't you?
No, Cleanse.
A Cleanse and Engage. Okay.
So we could push like 8 or 9 inch charges with Custodian Guard squads into the objective here. There's a potential position where you can engage on the side. You probably only need like 3 Custodians to activate to kill a Pathfinder unit. Unfortunately, I do think this Piranha's probably too close. But if there was a position where we could get a charge with a Custodian Guard squad into the Pathfinders, kill them, but not be within 4 of this Piranha, you could consolidate behind this objective. Because you could, or behind this terrain feature, because you could consolidate towards the edge of this objective. It's a very specific position that you would have to find. It would require either a charge here. I think it would just require a charge right here, is what it would need. That would be a great pickup, though, and that would give you a very strong unit in a staging position. You're probably going to get eaten by the Breachers next turn, but there's not really much you can do there. Fracture's just advancing. There are only 3 Pathfinders on the objective, so a Venerable Land Raider will take it.
Yeah, you were supposed to pay 2 CP for that CP reroll. Because you're within 12 of the catalyst, but that's my fault.
Oh, shit, yeah. I could have done it.
I think I missed what was rerolled there. The Piranha shoot? I don't know if I caught it, chat.
I'm going to clear some stuff if that's okay, because I really can't see.
Yeah. Yep.
Please do. Please do, chat. There we go. I'll help the players out. Hey. Very nice. A board we can read. I think that it's important that like players be able to use the tools that are available to them for like pre-measuring and stuff. Like obviously, like players in IRL will like leave measurement sticks out and stuff to measure the like pre-declare screening and things all the time. And this is just the online version of that. But I do want to throw some shade at the people who bubble their whole army at the start and then leave them. You're like, you don't need all those bubbles. Come on.
Here's that this Land Raider cannot move 1 inch forward for the for shooting purposes.
Yeah, no, it's worked pretty well. I think I should be able to get a bead on those guys though.
Oh, looking for a shot into the Pathfinders? That would be a great pickup. Unfortunately, the Sentinel Storm probably won't proc. I think you get one attack, so I don't know if the whole Pathfinder squad will die there, but killing most of them would be a
trade-off for
engagement
nice on the fronts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the nice thing is that if you don't require an advance to do that, you can utilize the Piranha. This might be great play. Assuming we don't shoot the Piranha to death, you can use the Piranha to reset your board state, so to reset your positioning. So we can push up here, get a round of shooting, potentially even 2 from the Custodian Guard Squad, benefiting from their rerolls because they're holding an objective, then charge backwards and stand behind the line of sight blocker at the end of the fight, at the end of the turn. Now, there is still a line around the side here that you have to deal with, but it will require Tau to extend pretty far to get that line. Which you could potentially punish with the Venerable Land Raider coming up over here. So I actually think that if Fractures is able to pull off this turn well, he may be able to gain a little bit of value from that Piranha sitting there.
Let's look at. You have to be before this piece of terrain to see these guys.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough line. I don't think I'm going to be able to get one.
It's I think a very good example of where the hyper screen gameplay can or sort of plan can go wrong for Tau. Or maybe not go wrong, at least be
bring this
slightly less efficient, because it will give your opponent units that they can utilize to get effects, to do things with, essentially, like declare charges or resolve attacks in cases where it matters. Use for movement. It's an idiosyncrasy of 40k's fight phase movement rules, because a unit can give you so much extra position up the table. It looks like we may be pushing for a disembark from the Land Raider here with another Custodian Guard Squad. I do wonder if Fractures might be looking for that position, placing them inside the ruin. Very aggressive. It's extremely aggressive. There is also, obviously, the chance that you could see a disembark. Oh, no, we advanced with this Land Raider. Just kidding. So this guy wouldn't be able to disembark his units out and then charge with them. Obviously, the difference there is that the Twin Lance would mess with any incoming charges into this position if that were legal,
and
which it is not.
That, I'm going to get like, what, 2 in there? I'm going to pop that.
I wonder if there is, if the plan is to charge the Pathfinders.
If I do make that charge.
I wonder if the plan is to try to, because we do have in Talons of the Emperor I believe it's +1 AP strat. Yeah, strength and armor penetration characteristic to infantry units, improved by 1 for the Custodian Guard. If we get 4 conversions at AP 2 damage into this Piranha from a Sentinel Storm shot from the Guard Squad here, which is unfortunately only 12 total shots, so it is unlikely we get all of those through the save. But if we were able to get that and kill this Piranha, we could execute the game plan we talked about earlier, where you try to get 1 Custodian based here into this position, 1 Custodian based here into this position, and maybe one more somewhere else. You kill the Pathfinder team with those attacks, and then because the Piranha's not here anymore, you consolidate back into the structure. That would be enormous if Fractures was able to pick up that particular sequence of events. That explicit sequence of moves here would be a perfect turn for Adeptus Custodes. It is unlikely, but he is staring down the barrel of 2 hammerhead railguns. He might just be hoping for some unlikely circumstances to put himself into the game.
Intention was like putting 1 inch off the wall. They should be right. One guy down there with 1 inch.
Tubon, have a good day at work. Thanks for coming and hanging out. If you have a moment, come and check out how things are going for our Custodes hero here.
1 inch past. Just over 1 inch from engagement range there.
How's everybody else doing? Hope everyone's having a good weekend. It is a bit of Sunday fun day today over here in Warhammer 40k land. So I hope you guys are, ready for a fun game. I do have to, immediately after this game is done, I do have to go and start to get to work on best armies at 40k for the weekend.
Now I advance that Custodian.
Imperial Agent's best army. I mean, sometimes.
That is...
I do think that Inquisitor Croyle will have like a meaningful impact on the win rate of Imperial Agent players. Giving access to just hit rerolls to basically anything is kind of a big deal, chat. Just being able to source, you get reroll hits is sort of huge. I'm interested to see if anyone picks up the Imperialis fleet once that guy comes out. So these these guardsmen up in the front here, behind this wall in the center, are in a little bit of danger from Riptides pushing up past that line that breaks this terrain feature. Obviously, what you want to be doing in this case as a Custodian player is allowing those shots to come in the expectation that you can counter punch the Riptide after it makes that push. So a Riptide moving into this position is probably counterable by the Custodian army.
And I'll advance the Witch because probably as good as I'm going to get. Okay, so let's do some shooting. First, let me just check the Canada's 12 inch. You can probably just come for a little bit more. You get a line there.
It's trying to get a neural shredder shot.
Like this is a pistol, you can definitely see.
Prior to the charge here. I guess the scary part is the sketchy part is that might improve or increase the Custodian guards charge distance. But what you want to try to do is get a situation where the unit can kill the Pathfinders with only a couple of activations. You don't really want to have to send 3 guys in there to kill them if you don't have to.
I think I'm going to leave that and just move her back. Okay, let's go into shooting. In terms of my secondaries, I think I'm just going to establish for a CP and score engage on 1, which is pretty rough. But there isn't really much I can do about that.
Yeah, that Locust top 1 was not ideal.
First off,
especially
this
into
here
this
will
board
fire
state.
Everything into the Piranha except the Hunter Killer. So last cannon on 2s.
Oh, we're shooting the Piranha.
Toughness on this thing is 7. On 3s.
Shooting, not charging.
It's 1 AP3 down 3 AP2.
I don't know about that one, chap.
6 up.
The charge feels pretty strong here because now this unit is susceptible to 2 Riptides.
That's 5.
Whereas previously the Riptide at the bottom here would be unequivocally out of line of sight to shoot if we charge the Piranha instead of shooting at it.
On 5s, we roll in. Okay, it's just one.
B. What or not? For me to stone bolt or the heavy bolt. The heavy bolt. Okay, so force will take 1 damage, 2 damage.
2 damage. They are.
Go down to 3.
And then this is the Stormbolter. So this one is not in rapid fire. It's just 2 shots.
Well, maybe we just won't kill it yet.
Two.
Maybe instead it was all a cunning plan.
I'm ready. We'll just shoot.
Just to leave it low,
And
but
again,
not kill it.
No hunter killer. This is the last cannon. So that is 1 AP3. Okay, it dies.
And does it explode? Does not. Do I want to spend the CP? No, because of Custodes, I cannot.
So that does kill it.
Okay, and then we've got the Custodian Guard squad shooting.
I don't know if
these
Freakmans
guys.
knows this, but the Custodes assassin actually does not affect pinpoint
6
counter
shots.
offensive,
Twos.
because the unit is
On threes,
destroyed
roll
at the
in.
time you use the stratagem, so it's not in range of the
That is 3 AP1. You get
the
cover.
effect.
AP1. So it's base AP1.
The similar reason, for example,
Correct,
that you
yeah,
can't
base AP1.
discount a reinforcement
die.
strat on like a
What is shooting
the
more?
unit next to Ursula Creed, for example.
Sorry?
The unit being destroyed is not
she
on
is
the
not
battlefield
shooting,
at the time
right?
that the unit
Into them?
Correct. Yeah, she's
that the
not.
stratagem works.
Okay, 1, 2 die.
Which way do I think the needle's
And
going
I
to point
will,
between melee and range?
with them
an 11th
again,
edition?
I think.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'll just do the second activation now.
It feels like
Oh, yep.
I think people are overestimating the melee changes. I do think that the needle is going to shift. You know, obviously this edition has been very range pilled. Like we've had so many
they all
instances where Tau, Death Guard, Ultramarines,
Well,
all these factions that
okay,
are
and then we
almost
just
pure
got,
gun lines have been dominant.
Charge
And
phase.
I don't know. I think that needle will shift a little bit.
Do you
so
mind
that
if I
I
put
think
down
that
these
the balance
tokens
will be more
for
equal.
one
But I do think that people are overestimating the strength of melee.
No, I don't mind that.
We'll
That's
see.
fine.
Yep.
It does feel like melee is much better, but people are like, you can't lose a game with melee in 11th edition,
Charge.
and I'm like, well, I don't know if that's entirely true. So didn't elect to shoot into the Piranha. I thought that would we were all set up for this like cool cool multifaceted offense here from the Adeptus Custodes, but it looks like we're just going to try to clear the objective.
I don't hold
Knock
the objective, so I'm just
Tau down to a
ones to
5-point
but I
primary.
I'm winning you on
If that, actually. I think he
Um,
cuts all their primary, which would be big.
so I will pick here sustained 10 attacks. So 1 comes out, 1 goes in with the sustained. Winning you on 2s, rerolling 1.
The terrain does seem more dense. I agree with that. That's probably, honestly, I think that's the biggest update for melee stuff. Like, there's overrun moves and, free form, like pile in and all this stuff that like looks like it's changing. But the big thing is that there are staging points on your line that are more easily accessible.
5, 6.
I think that's going to be
1, 2, 3,
quite
4,
a change.
5.
Although, to be clear,
One more guy.
there are downsides as well.
This,
It is,
6.
in more cases, possible to clear an objective by shooting at it. Because the objective is a terrain feature, in order to hold it, you by definition have to be inside it. So in a lot of cases, holding your expansion objective, if it doesn't have good vertical elements on it, is much harder against shooting armies. So like, there's a give and take.
It's not going to really make much difference.
I also think, generally speaking, in the period that we're in right now.
Let me just see this objective quickly.
Just see what these players end up doing here. Left 2 Pathfinders alive. Unfortunate. Fortunately, Fractures does take the objective with 1 guardsman. Is he not piling here? So he's
I
gonna
have to, technically.
So he didn't get the kill, didn't get out of line of sight, and didn't take the objective. Oh no,
the fight phase.
No, there's like 6.
That's all your
just kidding.
charge and stuff. Yeah,
we're fine.
They will move on this objective. Alice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will pass the turn to you.
I will pick
And
first bit.
I score. I would discard.
Okay, we are under
establish for one
OG
TP,
Twin Lanes, by the way, chat.
Yep.
Because this
and,
event started
scoring
1
gauge
month ago,
for,
was with the rules lock for
I
it.
think it's
For one, two table quarters.
But to reiterate my point, I do think that there are going to be some instances where, because 10th edition has a lot of like, you know, just look at this detachment. Almost everything in the game is, you know, +1 to hit, or everything in the Tau army potentially.
And you hold this one.
Is +1 to hit.
This is OC5 and only have OC3, so
some
one
combination of.
I do have a couple of guys on this. How many? 2, 4, 5. And you have 6. So I do not hold this.
Yeah.
Some
combination of like ignore modifiers, +1 to hit, or hit rerolls,
objective,
which means that there are many more counters available to the new cover mechanic, the -1 to hit for cover.
5 on primary.
Than there are
assassination
from,
and establish.
The 10th edition cover mechanic, you know, which is -1 AP, right? Or effectively -1 AP. So I think the -1 to hit, despite the two being largely equivalent, right? Like the same, when you go down the funnel of attacks, -1 to AP and -1 to hit are like functionally the same in a lot of cases, or very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar mathematically. Moving the impact of cover to the hit roll is less impactful in many cases than putting it on the saving throw, which means I think people are underestimating the ability for high impact weapons to be more effective against armored targets now. Like, you don't get the situation where a Rogaldorn, you shoot a Rogaldorn with a multi-melta, and the multi-melta's like, you know, +1 to hit from an incursor squad, +1 to wound from Oath of Moment, plus a hit reroll from Oath of Moment, and then you get AOC because you're playing against Grizzled Company, and he's in cover, and they save on a 4. 13. That doesn't happen anymore, right? Now he's saving on a 5. Whereas you're more likely to hit in that case either way, and he now doesn't get that +1 to save. There's a greater chance that big multi-melta hit goes through. And it could come out of a deep strike even. So I think that there is the chance, and it depends on how the meta shakes up, and obviously all the specifics, that these big armored vehicles that we do see in 10th edition are just that 1 iota easier to kill, to the point that they are not that survivable to ranged attacks. We'll see, though. Obviously, that's just, you know, thinking critically, but not necessarily with any experience behind it.
To be shooting this way. Wait. These guys have to do a battle shock test first.
Yeah, 4+ ballistic skill armies I'm a little bit worried about for sure. I agree with that. Leagues of Votann, like Astra Militarum do like live and die on the 4+ ballistic skill, which is unfortunate. Leagues of Votann feel like they could have a really bad time.
Nice to do.
Because it's like 4+ ballistic skill, you're supposed to get +1 to hit, but it's so easy to play around that a lot of times you don't get +1 to hit. You only get +1 to hit even in hostile acquisition, like 35% of the
these guys should take a battle shock test.
And now if you're at -1 to hit in addition to that, oh boy. Not good. Not good, chat. -1 to hit is a lot better for factions that use invuln rather than armor save. I agree with that. However, the counterpoint is that those factions have tended to not be quite as good in 10th edition. I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why. Yeah, we'll see if 11th edition sort of reverses that course, I guess.
Yeah. This guy.
But it has meant that, like, these, you know, we're watching the meta right now, which is a bunch of 2+ save vehicles with no armor, with no invulnerable saves, versus a bunch of 3+ save vehicles with limited access to invulnerable saves. And so it's like, you know, a swing back towards invulnerable saving throws is maybe not the worst thing ever, but I will say that I do think that the prevalence of 4+ invulns in 10th edition is a little bit toxic.
Yes.
Even speaking as someone who plays almost exclusively invulnerable saving armies, I don't really like it that much.
this guy. Where do we need to move?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, to be clear, that a unit with an invulnerable save hiding in cover got no benefit from cover.
There.
Like, there's no reason for a
To see
Harlequin to
him.
try to get cover from a gun. And you're like, well, it feels like you should get a benefit, you know? But because a Harlequin is an only invulnerable save guy, he doesn't get any benefit. I am speaking as someone who plays demons. Obviously, like, who knows? The faction could get squatted tomorrow. But I am interested in how the cover mechanic will operate. I am a little concerned that it does become too abusive. If you're playing, like, Scintillating Legion, and not only am I imposing all sorts of, like, bizarre Zinchian, you know, dice manipulation.
You don't have any fight
but
first.
also, I'm almost permanently -1 to hit.
I do not.
Okay.
Ew, that would be bad. That would, in fact, be too strong, probably.
These guys have to fall back. I can guide to these guys into there, so they need to die. Stealthfish, safe position.
Probably have to play melee forces and fortresses to ignore modifiers. Or excuse me, fortresses to ignore modifiers. Thunderkin for 4+ lethals and or melee berserks. Yeah. Although I don't know, it could be that like the 4+ lethal sustain stuff gets stronger because you don't have to worry about like if you're just fishing for 4+ criticals on Thunderkin, they don't, and you have hit rolls somewhere in there. They don't care so much about the cover itself as long as they can get +1/+2 hit to counteract it. And then the AP2 doesn't get quite as hosed as it would previously. So that's like a good example of like sort of what I mean.
These guys can move back into
in
this,
some
right?
cases actually like much worse for the high armor stuff. Because that's a unit that is, I don't want to say it's accurate, but it like has so many overlapping like hit effects that it feels kind of accurate, you know what I mean?
And what if I just stay in engagement range for these guys?
No, they can't move if I stay. If you keep engagement range, I can't move.
Not much I can do about it. Okay. This will move up 8, 10.
I think we had a drop for a moment there.
And then 2 more inches.
Chat, I apologize if you ended up missing a couple seconds. I don't really know what happened. It looks like Twitch kind of bugged out. My streaming my streaming uploads just dropped to 0 randomly. I still have internet, obviously. I'm hosting the game.
Okay.
So
advance this.
Pretty weird.
6.
Nice.
So do it like
that everything has assault for 3 rounds is pretty good.
Yeah. I agree.
There is a reason. It's one of the most commonly played armies right now.
Standing there. Right to the back, and then it should be something like this.
So one thing that I was saying, I think before we dropped, was that the Twin Lance has, because we are playing like pre-nerf Twin Lance, the Twin Lance does represent quite a threat. Because it does have the capacity to engage with these custodian units. It doesn't want to go within 9 inches to trigger reactive effects, but they can go within. They can go, up to a custodian unit, and then they kill several of them with the ion scatter gun. Their other guns can apply some damage as well, but then they get to pull back out of line of sight and likely out of charge range as well. Minus 1 AP looking a lot more interesting. At least your opponent has to spend the CP to negate it. Yeah. Hopefully we see the end of the dominance of like the Vindicator chassis. That would make me happy.
Do you have any? This is the only flamer.
Like mid toughness, high armor save vehicle.
Flamers.
That's just impossible to interact with a lot of armies efficiently. That then shoots you back harder than you shot it. Like, come on.
How many OC do you have here? 3.
Of course, like they're almost 200 points these days because they are so strong. But it is like because the boards in the train's so constrained,
On
a
which one?
24-inch
Sorry,
range might as well be a 72-inch range in a lot of cases.
Yeah, it's just 4, yeah.
So the only downside of the Vindicator is entirely like offset, and it's just harder to kill and hits harder than any other vehicle. So that sort of profile is always like kind of giving me pause. You know, ballistas, dreadnoughts, I think fall along those lines too. All the 2+ save like shoots really hard, little guys.
Right. Do I have to speed? Okay, advance with this. For 2, that's 14. Little fish 1. What's these guys?
So you can advance with this. They can get out, but they can't shoot, right?
They can shoot. Sorry, the devilfish they can do that.
So you can advance with the devilfish. They can disembark and then shoot.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't charge is the modifier for the assault transport.
Sorry, I should have told that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. As the rest 7 there.
It's an interesting philosophical question, chat.
Or Overwatches?
Is it?
It is tempting to Overwatch them, yeah.
They are.
If your opponent
just want to wound,
like doesn't understand how a mechanic in your army works, is that your fault?
I
Not that it really matters
2
here.
up with this.
But I've always thought that it's been like that's an interesting conceptual thing, and I think back in the day in 40k, that would have the answer would have decidedly been no.
I will.
But these days, the community has like entirely 180'd on that.
I'm unsure about the reactive move. I quite like keeping you stuck here for the minute.
70-30.
That's does it matter which order?
70-30, which way?
Does it? It's down to my decision.
Alarnus, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, bud.
Okay, let's Overwatch.
Welcome in.
Yep. So you go down to 3.
Overwatching.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
So that is 4.
3 die.
AP2.
Nice. Good pickup there. That does dramatically, sort of downgrade the Fire Warriors shot count. They don't have a Fire Blade, so it's not quite as ruinous as it would be otherwise. But we're mostly looking for the
objectives, right?
The
yep.
OC characteristic on the objective there.
It's okay. I think
Alarnus, you can! Exclamation point! How to play? If you are interested, we play on a service called Tabletop Simulator. It does what it says on the tin. It simulates tabletop games, including Warhammer 40,000. The software costs about $20, and then all the mods are community created and free. So you can play for essentially $20, anything in the game. You can also join us on the Discord, Discord for Tactical Tortoise, if you are looking for games or help setting up your tabletop simulator or for events. This event is part of an online circuit called T5S2. It is the finals of a 4-round tournament that we run weekly.
18.
And
somewhere there.
At the end of the year, all the top 16 players from that circuit will go into a big invitational, and we'll make them fight. I think there's about I haven't looked recently. It's probably 600 players in the circuit right now for T5S2.
Wait, is there a line here? I think there is 4, so he needs to be more like this.
What are the ones for? They represent one-shot weapons. So each of the vehicles each of them is a use of a one-shot missile, essentially. So it's Seeker missiles on the Hammerhead and Devilfish gunships, Hunter-Killer missiles on the Venerable Land Raiders.
So I will spend 1 CP here to give him out of advance 6. Put him like this.
Just a good way to denote use of those.
The objective as well.
Or available use of them.
So he needs to be like this. Like this. You can shoot this way, and this guy can shoot into this tank. Like this.
I haven't played 40k since 2010. Well, there's a new edition coming in probably 2 months.
Yes.
So,
this guy.
good time to get back into it if you are interested. The tutorial content in that playlist that I linked in the chat does have a bunch of generic information about Warhammer 40,000. So if you're looking for like a refresher on the current mechanics of the game, which are very different than they were in the 2010s, then you can check those out. Obviously, those will likely change once we see the new edition come out, but it is going to be
2 hammerheads.
It's going to be an exciting time.
And a couple of one-shots. Means I want this guy standing there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, I guess. This guy there. 16, that's not gonna make it.
So we're going to see the hammerheads come out now. We do have the potential for 2 activations into the Venerable down here, potentially, along the sidelines. 2 railgun shots likely kills it, but we'll see.
Again. You can stand there, move behind, I guess.
Index streams for 10th edition? If Index Hammer was better, it would have been good. Well, I am excited. I might do
this way.
Some streams where we like play with the new mechanics that they previewed, but I kind of want a few more of them to be on there. But like we have a mission, we have the terrain layouts, we have the charging rules, and they said that most of the other rules aren't changing. So like we could play, I don't know, 70% of an 11th edition game right now, which could be fun. Might do it as a content creator thing or something.
And they have to fall back at some point. So let's do them. Stay them 1 inch off the wall here.
Some people have been using the new terrain of the LGS.
Okay, so I'll use the reactive move now.
Cool. Yep. Yeah, I think a big thing probably is going to change is the tactical objective deck. I imagine that the central objective or interaction with the central objective will change quite a bit.
As much on it as I can.
So reactive moving. I do think... Ooh, I don't know if Freakmans saw this, but I think that there was a potential move here where he falls the Pathfinders forward to here or here to either block their ability to take this objective back or to block their ability to get into the Land Raider. And if you place it here because it's a normal move, you can actually potentially stop some of these models from escaping. I'm not sure if he had the movement for that, though. That actually would have been really interesting. Not quite going to be the case, but that unit is likely to survive now and hit back pretty hard. So I think that Fractious has done a really good job of making this board state much more conducive to his position.
What can see them? I don't think anyone can see them. So yeah, they can just sort of sit.
Audio listeners unite. I am wholly comfortable with my status as a premier second monitor content for sure. Hopefully I guess they're not going to index stuff, but like, I don't know. It's going to be annoying, at least for the first couple months, to probably be going through just like sheafs of FAQs and things for each model or for each unit data sheet. Index time is the best time because we get to see all the just all of the mechanics all together in one place that we can play around with.
Okay. Yes.
So that's the end of your movement?
Nope. They move 12 this way. let me think. It is, well, stay 1 inch off the wall.
Orc and Tyranid
Wonderful.
data should be interesting if they got mechanical overhauls. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree, chat.
Because I want them.
I would love to see their mechanics changed to be less weird and bad. The
see.
downside of early edition releases. It happens every time, but there it is.
Can they do anything interesting here? I don't think they can fit both of them. Well, it's gonna be hard. Maybe if I do something like this. I don't know what to do with them.
The timer's on me.
Oh. 7. Okay. So these guys move up 8.
Make the Werboy goated. For sure. I just would like an army ability for orcs especially that isn't
8.
entirely built around a single round of effectiveness.
1.
It's like so difficult to design interesting mechanics around that. And they've eventually gotten to the point where all the most interesting mechanics are just you get your army ability at a different time, which is like not that exciting.
Yeah. I think I can only put one guy like this.
Even like more Danka, was like built entirely around 1 CP. So, get your WOG on a different turn.
Move like this. This guy. He can advance for 1 inch and just stand like this. This guy has max movement. It's like this. So I have some line here. And then I want one guy here. All the way back there, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Dark Angels, yeah. Battle shocked benefits. Yeah, not ideal. I do like how they did it. And I mean I'm like wildly what's the word? Biased, but I kind of like Demons Battle Shock synergies, where Battle Shock is just worse for your opponent and better for you.
This Riptides.
But I also recognize that Demons tend to have absolutely phenomenal detachment abilities in exchange for a not very useful faction ability. But their detachment abilities do feel like full army abilities in a lot of cases.
4 movements.
Where it's just like you get 7 different overlapping buffs. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I wonder if there's a design to turn WOG into something more like LOV or 9th and World Eater Blood size points. Yeah, I could see that. You could also make it usable on a per unit basis. So like you have effects that are like while your unit is WOGing, it gets a buff, and then each unit says once per game this unit can declare a WOG, and then it gets a bunch of buffs. So then you're like you play this like wave army where you're trying to peace trade, where you just have units that like buff themselves and then go in and fight, and then your opponent kills them, and then the next wave buffs themselves and goes in and fights. Rather than getting it on your whole army and having half your army not benefit from the army ability. So we're pre-measuring the spot for the end of turn movement for the Twin Lands.
But how? So they were here, right?
Yep. And they move here, and then the end of the fight phase, I will start moving them again.
Got it. End of any fight phase is that?
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, and these will come down there.
It does work that way until I think at the end of this event.
Okay.
We have one more, I think, pre-nerf Twin Lands game.
Yeah, probably. Let me just get some bubbles over here. Oh, this is a mess. I need to try and get some of this stuff off because I really can't see what's going on.
Yeah, we are back to Bubble City again, chat. Oh boy.
I just need
Speed Freak's turn, WOG turn, and your army will stretch a total of 100 inches. I like that. That is like fun. It's like a little mini. It's like a mini quest that you go on. It'd be interesting. After 7 or more units declare advance roll, like make advance rolls, you gain WOG. That's too easy, but you get the idea. Belial makes Deathwing Knight's move base 10 and gives unit +2 attacks. Imagine Belial just becomes the best unit in the game.
I did put the timer on you to think about Rapid Ingress. Just so you know.
I just squat Belial, I think is probably the answer.
Are you still there?
We tried.
Yeah, so
we made an effort.
Okay.
It didn't work. The experiment failed. Just cut that guy. We don't need him. That's what I'm in favor of.
Put them here. What can I
His model isn't even that good. Well, level. Hot take. Belial looks bad. He doesn't even have a hat. What the fuck? You know, the Terminator guy? You don't have a hat? Get out of here. Rapid Ingress coming in, so we have a counterattack on this big push turn. It's likely that the Custodian Guard over here are going to live.
Okay, yeah.
I think we'll lose 1 Land Raider.
These guys are going to observe. These guys are
But
gonna
I'm
observe.
surprised that Freakmans has not
And
pushed this
Preachers
Pathfinder
are
team
going to
to block movement of the unit disembarking or coming out of this Land Raider.
Oh,
Although maybe they are already disembarked now. There's a unit there.
I
don't know. I have a sneaking and bad suspicion that unit is going to come out of this Land Raider, hold this objective,
this devil,
and then kill a bunch of shit over here. We'll see where it goes
and
from
that
there.
gives you ignores cover.
Yep. And
is it?
reroll once and hit and wound on this guy, indirect on the switch seekers.
So sorry, on both Land Raiders is that?
This Land Raider.
That one and this one has not being guided.
I can do that during the shooting phase. So he will probably be guided, but I will just start shooting here first.
And what's shooting this? Okay, so I'm just trying to work out if I use smoke here, which ones to use it on. I think I'll pop smoke on this Land Raider here.
Yeah, the smoke would be effective on that one.
I do ignore cover
because
the
hammerheads
got +1 to hit.
The hammerheads are the one thing that doesn't get the ignore modifiers because they don't have the weapon support systems. What are the chances of me setting up an 11th edition launch game with Angry Joe?
What can Land Raider is
we'll have to talk about it. We talked quite a bit about it at Adepticon.
Broadsides.
But it depends on when I'm down there. Because like obviously that's
a start of
that's a hike.
as well.
I could fly down maybe
1 CP. So this hammerhead.
I'll talk to him about it. We'll see.
Extra AP on this.
I think that would
be
the
hammerhead.
I would probably be willing to fly down
extra AP on this one.
Together.
Yep.
Which hammerhead's shooting this one?
No one. Only these 2 broadsides and the Riptide.
Riptide and the broadside.
Yep. They all
Orcs versus salamanders.
The timer keeps going to me. Is there any?
Yeah, because you're thinking about smoke.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what you're doing. Okay.
These broadsides, Riptides, they ignore hit modifiers and they ignore cover. So no reason to smoke here, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I will. I'll just save the CP.
Yep.
What if they put a Land Raider in the launch box? They will not do that.
Everything into him.
I can say it with certainty. I don't think there's gonna be a Land Raider.
They both miss. Indirect and the Witch Seekers.
Did we just biff broadside shot?
Seekers.
But what if? It's so true, chat. What if?
So you kill a Witch Seeker?
Yep.
What a unit broadside battlestats are, by the way. Absolutely phenomenal unit. Really cool.
This Piranha will shoot this way.
Early release, like 2001 release, like a circa Tau battlesuits. Still had some work. I think the current
strength
broadside
14,
build,
1 save.
they figured it
minus
out.
3
We got
no
there.
cover on this Land Raider.
Big robot suit with a bunch of guns on it. Hell yeah.
Damage 6.
Redeemers as far as the eye can see. I do like playing with Redeemers, but I will say, I don't think I like playing against Redeemers.
No, this guy will shoot everything
I
in
recognize
here, including
my
one
bias.
shots. Big gun first. Doesn't hit, but rerolling once. Hits. Wounds, AP 5, ignore and cover, so go
Yep.
straight through. And 9.
Okay.
The one shots. Both hits. Both wounds, AP 3, ignore cover.
So 1 goes through that. So
Yep. More damage. Does it explode?
it does not.
You. I'll let you.
So there's the first golden shoebox down. Disembarking the guardsman. I don't know if there's this line. Oh, I guess
there is
there's
a
a
small
riptide
line here for this
potentially that can
riptide.
shoot at them. If they could dodge it, that would be huge for fractures. Although they are likely to eat like 4 seeker missiles just down this line from piranhas and devilfish, assuming
for
that
disembarking.
Freakmans doesn't
Put
those into the central units.
Take 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, he did grab assassination this turn too, which he's likely going to get off of the Calidus assassin as well. Run 2x2 broadsides.
Okay. And then this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just played 2 of them in that
me.
game the other day, and like end game, they're just charging people and like hitting them with the gun.
Shoot
Like,
it in.
I was like, this unit kind of rules actually. It's just a brawler robot.
So he has shot. He has shot. He has shot. Yes. This guy's. And they will move back afterwards this way. Shoot this way. Only this guy can shoot. First is big guns. Not big gun, I mean the overcharging. Strength 8, so on 3 saves on them. 3 damage.
1 goes through.
Oh, wait, yeah. I'm rolling this so stupid. I'm so stupid. Okay. The damage 2 gun. Rapid fire, so 4 shots.
Tied Magnus for an entire game. That makes sense.
Sustained.
I mean, he rolls it devastating, and they're just like 4+ feel no pain. Idiot.
Strength
Actually,
6,
really good at that.
4 saves, AP 1, ignore and cover. Takes 2.
AP 1.
Yep.
I take 1.
Yeah, 2 damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the drone.
Yeah, bad for Doombolt and grenades, obviously.
Yep. Twin length.
It's funny that despite having fewer
shots,
sources of mortal wounds in 11,
sustained,
it's still anti-mortal wound defense is still good enough that you'll play it, which is, I don't know, I'm curious.
Yep.
If it's baked in,
yeah,
I think,
that's
generally.
stupid. I could have killed 2 guys there. Okay. Yep. These guys will guide this way now. He will shoot first because he has to.
So that was a great positioning on the Twin Lance.
So the big shots.
Giving the Twin Lance the ability to peek around to shoot the disembarking unit was actually pretty sick.
This broadside into this land.
AP 4.
Yep.
1 goes through.
4 damage. Then this Riptide shoots. Oh wait, has a check on my twin.
Yeah, your runic ward's pretty good, but what you don't have these days, unfortunately, is like the
shots into him.
concentrated prescriptive magnetization
10s on
of
5s, 3 on 1s.
smites. So like sometimes you would have a unit and you
One
just
AP
knew that
4,
90% of your
ignore
opponent's
cover
mortal
on
output was
this
going into that one unit. So feeling up in
4
against mortals
damage.
as a stratagem was really strong. But it's much less strong these days.
This guy shoots into him,
Good in some cases though, if your opponent hands you like 12 devastating wounds.
and I think
But very, very like limited use case.
a small indirect here. And he's just outside, so the big guns first.
Half killed the second Land Raider. But I think as
one
Freakmans
AP4,
is
ignore cover.
kind of realizing here, the key is going to be killing the infantry
2
inside,
damage.
because that's where the actual damage comes from. The Land Raiders are just
indirect in the Witch
annoying
Seekers.
boxes to carry them in.
2 AP0 and to them.
One goes through it.
Nice. Yep. Oh, he has shots. This guy will shoot his indirect into him. And the small cannons into the where can I see anything else? No. Yeah, small into the assassin. So 2 one-shots into the big tank. Removal once. Strength 14. 1 AP3 ignore and cover into this Land Raider.
What's shooting here, sorry?
The Devilfish into the Land Raider.
The Devilfish. What damage is this?
D6 plus 1. Oh, yep. Rest into this. On 4s. On 3s, 2 AP0 on the assassin.
What's shooting here? Sorry, the Devilfish is shooting
The assassin.
with the burst cannon.
No, the SMS, and then the burst cannon will follow.
Okay, yeah. So it's on 3s, and this is damage 1. The indirect gun, right?
Yep.
Okay. 1 damage goes in.
Yep. Then the burst. 1 AP1
Goes in.
takes 1. Yep. These guys will guide into them, and then they will shoot everything in the assassin. 7 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 shots into the assassin. On 3s, I had 3 3s because they have 3 native. Strength 6, so on 3s, and your objective full rerolls. 9 AP1 on that. She dies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys.
No, yeah, nothing. Yeah. This Riptide was within 18. It will shoot everything into them. And Overwatch, and uses once per game death wounds.
So overcharge and dev wounds, is that on everything?
No, only on the big guns into them.
So you've got 6 shots.
Yep.
There. Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine.
Yep. Okay. As this, fine. Big damage 4 guns. Lethal. 3 saves on her invulns.
Is AP? What's the AP on this?
AP3 ignore and cover.
And what damage is this?
4 damage each. Yep. Then the plasma hits, strength 8 wounds, 1 save. Fine. Then the missile drones, 1 AP1 ignore and cover. Fine there. I guess This guy will shoot his big gun there. Small interact in the Witch Seekers. The Hammerhead into the M. 1 native reroll. It's wounds. 1 save on your invuln. Do you want the CP reroll?
No.
No, then he dies. D6 plus 6. Small indirect into the Witch Seekers. 1 save on the Witch Seeker. Fine. I don't think I have any. This guy. That's already shot. I don't have anything left. I don't think I want to charge anywhere. These guys are fine. 0 speed for the end of the fight phase. These guys will come back down here. Nice. And I will score assassination for 5. Discard is established for 1 CP, and then it's back to you.
Okay. Can I score Cole?
Nope.
So a pretty good turn for Tau here. Knocked 1 Land Raider, brought another one down to Battle Shock range. We do have, awkwardly, an underswing into the Custodians at the bottom here. But with just the Twin Lance going in, that was going to be tough. I think that the Twin Lance are likely to be engaged by this unit, although we're going to force an interesting question of fractures.
Yeah,
do they try to clear this objective?
Probably 3 or something.
To drop the
hold to
OC characteristic, to drop the primary score, or do they go for this engagement? Because getting in here and clearing the stealth, removing that opportunity to spot, and then getting in and either beating up on the Twin Lance or engaging the Riptide Battlesuit would be a big deal for the Custodian Guard if they elect to charge that way.
Efficient.
But there's very little else that can engage with those Pathfinders if Fractures
right
doesn't
then.
go that
So
way.
I need to try and think about what on earth I'm going to do here.
I definitely don't think it looks quite as bad as we prognosticated for Adeptus Custodes. Only losing 1 infantry squad and 1.5 Land Raiders to the initial round of shooting is huge. Although Freakmans is in a good position to block a lot of the other units engaging his important stuff, and he's going to get a second round of attacks in from his Riptides most likely.
Yep. Imagine you need to do a couple of Battleshock tests with Seeker and Land Raider.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
so
Seekers are
Land Raider
4, right?
Is okay. Witch Seekers fails. Witch Seekers are Battleshock.
Wait, Witch Seekers are at 2 of 4, is that right?
Oh yeah, so they don't need a Battleshock.
Yeah, so they don't need a Battleshock.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
My co-commentator's here. She's got a lot to say.
Yep.
Wow. What do you think about the current state of Tau?
The
Tau Empire army in Warhammer 40,000.
7.
Okay.
Pivot.
Do you have any other? That's an interesting thought. Do you have any other important considerations? You think in 11th they're going to change quite a bit, or no? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, good to know. Thank you so much
pivot
for
is
your
2
time.
inch, right? So it's only.
Yep. So it's got 1 more inch to move. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I hope that picked up on the microphone chat.
You're moving 2 inch now, right?
No, I moved it 1 inch. So it was here.
Yeah.
I just pivoted it and just pulled it forward a tiny bit. it moved 6. I pivot for 2. I moved 7. Sorry, pivot for
2. 7 to pivot to 2, and then it's one more inch, right? And you move 2 inch.
It was saying 1 when I picked it up. It wasn't.
Okay. Yep. So, I don't think it mattered much, right? You can see.
I don't think it's going to change a great deal.
Lilac says, "Give me treats." Yeah. She was very cute this morning, chat. I was watching when I was waking up, I had my laptop on to reply to some emails, and I had a video playing in the corner, and she came up and she sat next to me, like lay down sort of next to me, and she propped her head up on the screen, or on the laptop, so she could watch the video while I was sitting there working. It was extremely cute. Yeah. I'm gonna go to top-down mode here, chat. We're getting the Bowl Apocalypse has returned. RS Splendid, is TTS hard to figure out? A little intimidating to figure from the guides. I don't think so. Once you get into it, everything's like pretty self-explanatory. Once you know what the controls are. You know, the most important thing to like keep in mind is that beyond all of the little scripting hotkeys and stuff that we use to make the game easier, the game it literally just does what it says in the tin. It just simulates a tabletop. So you just like pick up your little digital models and put them down on the table and move them around. We are at the end of the day just playing 40k.
Might you have to move outside 1 inch engagement range?
Yeah. Come down. To move out of your engagement range, and then across. Same with this one. This one's gonna have to move. So 3, and then come out here.
Just to keep in mind, I have 2 CP up, so I can -1 damage only in shooting phase.
Cool, no worries. So, Land Raider. I'm going to just save the position of these and try and see what I can do in terms of getting on the objective. So if I say pull these away just for a second. That would be there. I guess I could still keep the Witch Seekers in there.
I don't think these sponsors do count for in terrain or not, right?
Sorry?
These sponsons do count if you're standing in the terrain or not, right? Because of hull measurement.
I don't believe they count, so I should be able to shoot out of that terrain piece.
Yeah, hull is every part of the model, including the sponsons and weapons.
Okay, yep.
So I can still shoot out of that, right?
So currently the Land Raider is not wholly within this ruin. Because he's got about, I don't know, 3/4 inch of sponson out of it.
Right, okay.
I think he could be, but it might require that the Witch Seekers go somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, why is your time on pausing as well?
Sorry?
Is your time on pause?
I haven't pressed anything.
Oh, okay. I'll start.
Yeah, that can happen if you do vehicle auras, because the clock shares the hotkey with the, I think, like modify the yellow scribe aura. Then you can
That's
keep
possibly
on.
what
So
happened.
when you're messing with like vehicles, just double check.
Yeah, these twin lance are nasty. So the pistol shoots the same turn as the everything else, right?
Yeah, because they're vehicle.
Let's see. Let's see an advanced roll for this custodian squad here. Okay, so they can move 11. Just gonna move these guys out of the way, if you don't mind.
Nope.
So it looks like we are aiming to reload the custodian gun in this structure over here. Yeah. Not going to get much use out of those guys besides shooting, but they do have assault weapons, the Guardian Spears, so they do get a little bit of use out of that.
Advanced. Yep, I will overwatch them. This twin lens. Put the timer on me.
The Overwatch, these three here, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Sustained. On these are on your 4-ups. AP2 ignore and cover. One dice.
How much damage is this?
3. Fusion. Nope. Oh, I did it again, man. I'm so playing so sloppy today. Pistol shots, 2 shots each. Sustained, strength 6 on force. AP1, ignore and cover. 6 damage. Drones. Unsustained, twin linked. 2 AP1, ignore and cover. There was a guy. There's only one guy left.
Yeah.
Sandstorm. And that's 10 shots. Nothing. Okay. Back to you.
Okay.
They advance. Before I forget, this guy, I want him -1 charge and battle shock tests.
Is that the
Start of your charge phase.
that's the ability for the twin lance?
Yeah, within 12.
Okay.
That's great.
Oh, I'm playing so sloppy today. Okay.
Right, okay, so they've moved, these guys have moved, this guy's probably dead. These guys have come up here. Yep, I think that's movement done. So yeah, let's do some shooting. So Land Raider will shoot.
I'm down to 1 speed.
Yeah, Land Raider will shoot the Riptide with the Hunter Killer and the Las Cannons. And then I will shoot this stealth suit. I can't see the stealth suit.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay, well, I will shoot the stealth suit with the heavy bolter.
Yep. And the storm bolter.
Storm bolter into the breaches.
Yep, the breaches are -1 to wound.
So I will do the last cannon first. So I think that's 3.
Yeah, toughness 9.
Cool. So that is AP 3 down to AP 2 for cover.
Yep. Can you roll the first damage roll? 5.
That's 5.
Up to 9. Then the second Yeah, can you roll damage roll? I want to say left. That's 2 damage. And then
I think I might CP reroll that.
yeah, you're fine. Let's save the last roll.
So that's 6.
4 more. Yep. Okay. The one shot.
Oh, it was on 7, right?
Yes, but I already took down 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool. And then we've got the hunter killer. Does not wound. Okay, Stormbolters into the breaches. 2s. They're toughness 3.
Toughness 3 and -1 to wound.
So
But you
on
get
4s.
Wait, you get sustained on this, right?
This is the Stormbolter, so no sustain on the Stormbolter.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
So 4 saves, no AP.
3 die.
And then this is the Heavy Bolter into the Stealth Suits.
-1 to hit, but you're fine.
And then on 3s.
Toughness 4.
Yep, these are T5, so stroke 5. So that is 4 AP1, but you've got cover
there. 3 die. Damage 2, right?
It is damage 2, right? Yeah. Okay, that's that finished. The next Land Raider will fire Stormbolters into the breaches, and then it will fire everything into the Hammerhead. Sorry, Stormbolter into the breaches, Hunter Killer, Las Cannon into the Hammerhead, and then I think I'll just fire the Heavy Bolter into. It's a tough call, actually. OC if you got here, so that's OC2. I think I'll fire the Heavy Bolters into the fog breaches and the Stormbolters, and then the other 2 into the Hammerhead. So we'll do the Las Cannon. So that is, what toughness is this thing? Toughness 9.
Yep. So 2 saves. As both save, AP3 becomes AP2 and got cover.
Nice, well done, good job. Hunter Killer does not do anything. And then we've got the Stormbolter, and then when you're on 4s, 2, no AP.
2 die.
And then the Heavy Bolter. This is winning you on 3s. That AP1.
2. Into the breaches.
This is the Breacher Squad, yeah.
Yeah.
That's done. So now I think I will start popping off into. So the Custodian Guard squad will shoot into the Pathfinders.
Yep.
There are only 2 guns there, so that's 4 shots.
Toughness 3.
I've got 9 OC here. What have you got again? Sorry, it was
3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so it's just you roll ones.
Wait, you do have these guys right on them?
Oh, you're quite right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even see those little guys. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I don't think this dude is on it. Can I just pop it up again?
Yeah, he's on it. Yeah. 3,
Oh, yeah,
6, 12, 3, 14. You do have the objective.
Reroll wounds here. So that's 3 AP1.
2 die. 2 they died. We'll pay 1 CP here for full hits. Reroll.
And this is into this squad here, right?
Yeah, into the Custodian squads.
Okay, so you have 4 hit rerolls onto this Custodian squad here. bad. And then I will so I will. I thought I'd measured that properly. Do you mind me just moving this guy 0.1? Because he was supposed to be in range of the Riptide.
Yeah, no
This
worries.
guy
No worries. Yep.
just literally like that, and I think he'll be able to get the shot. Thank you. Okay, so I will fire everything into the Riptide with this Custodian Guard squad. So it probably won't do a great deal, but let me fire the Inquisitor's shots first. So we've got the Sucker Shockwave, so 2d6. So 5. And this is on, I think this is on 6s. So toughness 9. This is
9.
So yeah, 6s. Reroll them. 1 dev.
Yep. 913.
And then we've got the combi weapon, so it's just 1 shot. Does not hit. And then we've got the 6 shots. I love those ones. So
Yep. Takes 4 damage.
And then I think I will activate that again here.
Yep.
And just yeah, fire again. So I'll do the Psychic Shockwave again, 2d6. So it's 5 again. Two more devs. Oh, in fact, I apologize. I've still got this guy to fire out of the last one. The it's a pretty poor gun, but let me just do the last one there with the sword blade.
It's only strength 12, right? Range 12. I mean. Oh, into the Devilfish.
Yeah.
I think you mean.
Did I not say that? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. No worries.
So this is only 1 hit, and then winning on 5s, I think. Reroll wounds, nothing. So same again. So I'll now do the 6 spears into the Riptide, and then the pistol to that. So 6 more. In fact, I'll just quickly finish the Inquisitor's combi weapon off. Hits. Does not wound. Reroll wounds. Nothing. This is toughness 9, right?
9, yep.
Yeah, so it's on 6s. Just 1 AP1.
Saves. Oh wait. Is the shooting only AP1? Because I did get cover and I rolled 2s.
What's this for? Sorry.
I thought it was AP2. So I don't get. I stay on 11 then, right? Let's check because I rolled 2s on the and I do get. You do not ignore cover, right?
No.
Nope. So I go back to 11 then because I took 4 damage from rolling 2s.
Okay.
That's yeah. Let's wait. Travis, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I rolled 2s, right, on the save from the shooting.
I didn't see. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rolled 2s. I save on 2s with AP1.
Roll it back, I think. Can pause the clock.
What are we doing? Sorry.
Pausing the clock real quick. Because
Yeah.
otherwise I'm on 7, and otherwise I would be on 11. I think I rolled
So
2s in circles, and I thought it was AP2 shooting, but it's AP1, and with cover.
So what's the suggestion? Yeah, no, I understand. What's the suggestion there, Trevi? Sorry.
I think Trevi is looking into it. Sorry about this.
No worries. I honestly didn't see what you rolled, so I can't say.
Yeah, I rolled 2, so I was. I think I rolled 2s. I mean, and I was thinking about that. Well, that's a failed save, but only with AP1 with cover. Yeah. My head isn't in the game today. I'm sorry about this.
No worries. I'm trying to work out. So for Storm, which one of the objectives did you hold? You held
This
because
one,
I held this one. Okay.
and that's basically it. Only this one, I think, because you held it to this. Yep. Yeah, because all these cars on standing on them. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I had 11.
Yeah.
You did hold 2, and I held this one as well, I think. But you only need to take.
I held this one. I had the Land Raider here, and you had OC3, I think, on this one.
I can't find any of the saving throws, so we're gonna keep the current game state where he's at 7.
Yep. Put him down to 7.
It is illegal to take your invulnerable saving throw there. So if there was a contention, we'll say that was what happened.
Yep.
So the last shooting is just this pistol into the devilfish. 2s.
Sorry about that, chat.
6s.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through the.
No, 1 or 2 damage.
This is
the VOD.
Damage 2.
And I'm not sure that Freakman's rolled in his dice box because I cannot find any of his dice rolls.
Yep, down to 11.
So we're just gonna keep it where it is so that we don't burn a bunch of time sitting here piecing through individual frames.
I don't think he shot. So I will do this guy here.
Nope, he did not shoot.
Important to keep in mind your opponent's AP characteristic, chat.
He only has 2 shots, right?
Yeah, so both hit, both wound, AP1.
Yep. 1 dice.
And he will shoot again. Both hit. 3-roll 1s. Just 1 AP1.
Saves.
Okay.
Oh, yep. And in the start of charging phase, want him AP -1 the charge and battle shock.
And battle shock, did you say?
Yeah.
Discord turned on notifications for me, which is a little bit annoying. I apologize if they come through the
okay.
The audio here.
Cool. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase.
I don't know.
Let's do some charges. I will charge first off this Custodian Guard squad into the Riptide.
Thank you for the follow, Bakalele. Welcome in. How's it going?
7 wounds, I think. Yeah, that's going to be the right call there. And then
you have to be 1 inch of this guy. Could still be on the objective, right? Everything went like this. It was only the Riptide you targeted, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I will I can't base, so I will then fall into the piranha.
Yep.
Pylon, sorry. And then I will charge this squad into the piranha.
Mm-hmm. 4.
And then the final charge will just be this custodian guard.
Yep. Battleshock test at -1
I'm
on
getting
them.
messages here, chat. I apologize.
Fine.
He
All
passes
right, that's
that.
sick.
And what do
I'm gonna mute the Discord audio, the player audio for a moment here while I fix this.
will be a
The
7. Sorry, will be a 7 because of the -1.
Discord normally doesn't push notifications while I'm
These guys are pretty
live,
nasty,
but
right?
it just seems like it
Yeah.
started.
For
doing
Tau, indeed, with these two guys, I could. Yeah, he is only live on 1 wounds. I could kill him.
Yeah,
he-
absolutely. Or it's a 9 into the Riptide.
Yep.
Okay, let's just go into the Twin Lance. So
And
what did we
wait,
say?
I think twin and this guy, right? Because otherwise you.
Yeah, I'll need to multi-charge. So it would be
a
an 8.
7.
So he fails that. I probably will pay a CP to
This is an interesting choice to choose the
Current.
Twin Lance there, because that would just give them a
in-
farther movement,
Yeah, you must not touch the riptide.
because they can fall back at the end of phase here. Whereas hitting
Okay,
the stealth
so
suit is
I'll
very
start
valuable
over
to
here.
get rid of that guy.
So
Although in
we've
this case, I
got
guess you could kill the
the
stealth suit and maybe
2
get other value.
spears and the Misericordia onto the Riptide.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on 4 wound reroll, so I think I'm going to choose sustained there.
Yep.
And I think I'm wounding you on 5s.
Yep, top is 9.
Damn.
4 damage down to 3.
And then we've got the Misericordia. So it's 4 down to 3. Why was it down to 3? Sorry.
7. -4.
Sorry.
2 damage each, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And then we've got the Misericordia. So it's damage 1.
3 wounds remaining, not 3 damage from that.
They all save.
Cool. Then we've got the
brutal.
1 into the Piranha.
World's strongest Riptide. God's strongest warrior here.
2, 4, 6, 8 does explode. Does not.
And I would just
Take the hammerhead as well.
Sorry.
Take the hammerhead as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
The
stand like this,
range.
you're already will be taking it.
Okay. Then we've got over here into the Devilfish. Sustained again. So 15 spears. And this is on what's the
Top is 9.
Sorry. Top is 9. So it's on 5s.
On 5s, 6, 12 damage, and I'm on. Does it explode? Does not.
Then we've got the final custodian into the what toughness are these guys? So
6, top and 6.
I think we should see a split here. With like, I understand trying to kill a Twin Lance member, but I think we should try to kill the stealth battlesuit guy. Like a split of 2 attacks into that guy likely kills him, and then you get the rest into Twin Lance.
4. So go down to 4.
Whereas putting a Twin Lance member down to 4 is not the biggest deal here. So I think it's a bit of a lost cause, or lost opportunity, because getting rid of a stealth battlesuit is big. Although at least it'll force battle shock later, which is also big.
Time on me. No. Diffusion on 4s hits. Doesn't wound. And then it's 3 attacks with a pulse pistol each, I think. 4 actually. Yep. So on 3s, Strength 6, so I think on 4s. AP 1. Fine.
So he's okay.
Yep.
You can fight me with this stealth suit if you want.
Oh yeah, I will. Put time back on me. On 5s. Oh.
Okay, I think that's the fight phase over. I'll just consolidate with these guys back into the middle.
You have area now, right? So you probably don't want to move him.
Oh, you're quite right. So I just have to be touching, right?
Yeah. So this guy has to be like this, or yeah, a bit like this. Yep, right. Just keep in this circle.
Great. That's that's me.
Wait, end of fight phase. These guys move 10 inches away.
Is that sorry? Oh, they can move even in engagement range.
Yeah, at the end of each fight phase they move, and then they have the.
Even in combat they can move. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it becomes
okay,
a fallback
so
move when they're in
4 on
combat.
Storm, 5.
In fact, it becomes stronger because they go farther.
On area denial.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
I get recover assets and extend battle lines. Do I hold something? I don't think so. Oh wait, this one. You hold this. You hold this. So I hold 1. Extend and recover.
And then a battle shock on the stealth suit. I think that's it.
No,
and the Riptide.
Yep. Stealth suit first. He's melt shocked. Do we have a token here? I guess. That Riptide. I think auto pass. I need him alive. Auto pass used. Yes. This is bad. That's bad. Battle shocking.
Then you score 5 on primary.
Yep. I need extend, so I think I need to extend there. I get full hit rolls here as well. Yes, fall back and shoot.
I'm just going to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec.
Yep. Trevor, do you mind if we pause real quick? I need to go to the toilet as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Chance. We're going to bring it to a very quick interlude here. I'm not going anywhere, Chant. But we'll vibe for a sec while the players are away. A lot of interesting rules calls in the Discord today that I'm currently handling in the background right now. That's why I had to mess with my Discord settings. Hopefully that doesn't retain. So basically, Discord has a system where when you open a streaming software, it automatically basically mutes all of its notifications so they don't pop up in your Discord calls. You can turn that off, which I had to do in order to get access to a username, because it also blocks usernames in case you show Discord on your stream. But they have either changed or removed the ability to turn it off and then back on. Because that used to just be a toggle, which is since gone, which I hope is not really the case. Welcome back.
It's actually... No, let's do him first. Does he die? He does.
Ooh.
I have...
Stealth suit. Got the Desperate Breakout.
Can you move within engagement range with
Just
that
a
special
kick
move?
there.
If I'm engaged, I cannot move.
No, but if you're, can you move within engagement range with that CP? Probably should have asked that before falling back.
Yeah, so your opponent's movement phase, after the opponent ends a normal advance back, you can make a move of 6. Can't move if you're within engagement range. Yeah, it does sound like it, yeah. I mean, it doesn't say I can't.
Okay.
So I will probably do that now. And just move like here.
Wait. You can make a normal move, so you cannot end within engagement range. It's a normal move. I just looked it up on Wikipedia. Sorry. And these guys need to be here. Then this way. And this way. Do you want to move these guys?
I don't think so. No, I don't really see where they even go.
Yep. Advance these guys. It's 10 to 5. So it's like this. Like this. This guy wants to stand there as well. And then these guys like this. Do you want to move them?
No.
Okay. This guy is fine, right?
Yeah, good play here to block out the positions where the unit could push into this building.
These guys can stand there
to dodge the twin lance shooting. Because we are slowly getting to the point where more Tau assets have line of sight to the outside of the building than have to the inside.
You're going to advance. 2 more to 10.
Both Riptides being at 3 here is a little spooky for Freakmans.
Fuses that way, yep. Outside 9-inch of them. Second 8. I need them outside 9-inch. Like this.
So I'll probably Overwatch these guys.
Yep. Go ahead.
So
which guy?
This squad here. Yeah. So this is 8 shots.
Yep.
And this is wounding you on
was 4.
It's 4s with rerolls.
Strength 3, right? This guy gun.
Oh, sorry, are these toughness 4?
Yeah, so on 5s.
Oh, apologies, on 5s. So that's
good set of wound.
4 devs and 1 save.
So 2 guys die, but 1 takes a wound.
And then I will fire. Yeah, damage 1, so I've killed 2 there. Combi weapon. I believe you're in rapid fire range now. So that's.
Wait,
1.
does everyone can see on these guys in a sec? Yeah, only 1 Custodes cannot. Okay, yep.
Okay, so that is on 4s, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't hit, and then we've got.
This guy cannot see, I think, on this guy's.
Okay, so we've got 4. Oh, hang on. The combi weapon, I hit with 2, didn't I? I need to re-roll those because I'm on the objective. So this is the re-rolls for the Inquisitor. So
Are the banana boys dead? We're working on it.
sorry,
We're getting there.
I'm on the objective. Do you mind me just re-rolling that?
Yeah, no, we're.
So I'll just hold the 2 6s from the
Still
shots from the
split it.
Custodes,
Yep.
and this is the re-rolls for the.
The Riptides did get messed up, which
one
is a little
goes
spooky.
through, which is.
It is actually,
yeah,
I would say,
damage,
advantage
1
for
damage.
the
Yep, kill this guy.
Custodes right
And
now.
then we've got 2 shots here. This is swinging you on 4s with rerolls.
Bit of a surprising outcome, to
So
be
one more
honest, I
81.
think.
I could cover saves.
And then we've just got the.
But not out of the woods yet. It's still one turn remaining of Montka full army power.
Okay.
Yep, back to you. You're on 2 CP now.
Yes.
3 to 2. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, the 4 pluses are going all over the place for sure. We had this guy over here get some work done after just like tanking the Twin Lanes for a turn. As you do.
Let's advance this guy. That's 13. So 11 with this. Where to see him?
I mean, is he allowed to be through the other model?
Is he? Oh yeah, it's gone. Yep. Then I have to move him first. And I will just probably move him. Is there a place for me to stand there? I don't think so. Nope. And I don't want to be within 9 inches of them, so I will just move him like this. He needs to move as well, I believe. Or I could just stand him. No, he wants to shoot there. Which will mean. Wait, he needs to be more like this. Can they move behind the wall? He cannot. He can move this way. I could still see him. He can move all back 10.
Do you have fall back and shoot?
With this guy.
Okay. I don't think it really helps me much. Reactive moving these guys.
Put the timer on you real quick so you can think about it.
Thank you. No. Okay. I will not reactive move there.
So Freakman's importantly does still retain a Fire Warrior squad. Which is important to note, obviously.
These guys move 12.
That Breacher team is probably worth most of one of these.
These guys are
or not. I guess they're worth probably 2 Custodian guards out of one of these units. It's 20 shots, 1 fully buffed. They're hitting on 2s, rerolling with lethal hits, and then they get full wound rerolls on basically any of these units.
I guess.
So you're expecting probably 15 saves given to your opponent at AP2. So 7-ish wounds through is like pretty reasonable.
Need to move up this way.
But he's elected not to push them into the fight yet. This is basically this is going to be the turn that determines the whole game, I think, here. If we underswing onto these Custodian defensive profiles in the center, things could go really poorly. But Freakmans does basically need to wipe all 3 of these units in the center here. He
and
can fight the
they
Land
moved.
Raiders
They can
with
shoot
his
here,
remaining
shoot
tanks
here,
just fine,
guy this way.
unless things go
This guy
really
this
bad for
way.
him.
But is it like an army ability to fall back and shoot with the hammerhead?
No, only with the Riptide.
Okay, this guy can fall back and shoot.
Yep. He can go this way.
Yeah, that's the battlesuit support systems.
Okay, I have recover. So they can recover. He could recover. Tokens. They could recover. And he could recover. And then I have extend going on. Yep. These are fine where they are. Do you want to? I did all my moves right. Oh, you already did the Overwatch.
Yep, Overwatch is done.
But I do need a line here. So basically, let's move them up. It doesn't do more. Yeah, let's do it like this. Like this. Yep. Do you want Wrapped Ingress? Time on you, so you can think about it.
Thank you. So.
Oh shit! 1 second. But I still have these guys left, of course. You already did the Overwatch, so I could put them down here. And 1 second, I need to go. Something like this.
Here they come. We found those breachers. Those pesky breachers. An interesting piece of counterplay that Freakmans could use in some of these cases. No, it wouldn't matter here.
That's 11.
Because well, I guess it could matter. No, I guess not. It probably won't matter on these guys. We could proc the reactive move, but we're basically going to ensure that the breachers will be able to shoot regardless. But because reactive moves don't proc off setup typically, and if you set up the breachers after the devilfish is moved, they don't get a movement phase activation. You can move the devilfish to like 9.01 inches from an enemy, and then disembark your whole unit like 6.1 inches away from them, basically.
Yep, put back
and then they get to shoot at full effectiveness without
reactive move this squad.
I'm so stupid.
No! He triggered it into the Land Raider.
I'm so stupid. I was thinking about it the whole movement phase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Today we'll just go back into the Land Raider.
Yep.
Well, there you go, chat.
Okay.
Yikes, bikes. I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't know that they were in range there, to be honest, but it does make sense that is the position.
That puts me down.
We do get a couple of shots from these guys, but it's not going to be quite as important, quite as big as the second.
Don't pay the CP.
The other one.
So the CP.
The one that they
I
set
get
up
the
for.
CP back, so it's the same thing.
Does mean that unit's going to survive.
And then
that was a big mess up, chat.
Pay 1 CP to get a rapid. But where?
I think there could have been a position where
I feel like
because the breachers have because they have assault. Let's be outside my window just started screaming. Because they have assault, they could probably have advanced in trying to enter this position so that the end models in that formation couldn't react and move there. I think that was probably a play pattern that was open to him, or a line of play that was open to him, but I don't think he saw it.
Can we clear bubbles for a second? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yep.
But this is still going to be, I think, 7 breachers. Downside is that you don't get the Shasui shooting, which is unfortunate. Because he has all of the additional support weapons.
Like here, I think. Just.
Yep.
So it's likely we're only going to kill 2 squads. Oh, but that pulls this Riptide out of position as well.
Maybe.
So the Riptide can only shoot at this Land Raider. So maybe we don't get 2 squads.
These guys.
Ooh, that was a bit of a mess up there, chat. Also, he pushed a stealth suit battlesuit team. Isn't going to get a benefit from that. He's lined a Riptide and 2 broadsides up on 1 Land Raider, which is like a gratuitous overkill.
I think
or
I'm
should
gonna
be,
just
who
put
knows?
them
But it's likely
over
gratuitous
here.
overkill.
Yep, keep in mind that 9-inch away.
Well, I think that we were
fine.
probably in a pretty reasonable spot
yeah.
until that move there, chat. But I think that things are about to become very much more difficult for our Tau.
I did put a bubble on this guy. Oh, I guess it's not showing correctly. Do you measure it from the model or from the base?
From the hull.
Okay.
I think you're fine there. Yeah. 9. Actually, yeah, 9.5. You're fine there. Yeah. Shadow.
Sometimes you really need to think about it. Well, the problem was that this Riptide had set up explicitly to shoot that unit that he then gave the reactive move to. So it was like 2 broadsides. It's a pretty reasonable chance we knock out the Land Raider with a conversion from one of them. You know, not guaranteed, but maybe. And then this guy just gets the plow into that unit, which between him and the breacher shooting kills most of them. Probably not all of them, but a lot of them. However, we're going to do none of those things. We're going to do none of that, and we're going to be sad about it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's do that.
Yep. The start of shooting. These guys will serve. I don't think these guys can see. Nope, cannot see anything. Maybe this way. No, neither. But they can still guide into Earth, into this guy. This guy can observe and then do an action into them. These guys can guide into him. Or do I want this way? These guys could guide to them. Yeah. These guys could guide this way. This guy could guide because this guy already ignores see everything into them. I have 0 command points. Take a reaction, get an action. Oh wait, I think
Can you guide and do an action at the same time then?
A guide, and then afterwards I can still do an action.
Nice.
I think it's more important for me killing them.
Who's recovering assets?
I think this devilfish and these guys.
This devilfish and these guys. Okay.
We'll be doing it. This guy can guide this way. This guy can this. I already hit. No, these guys will guide this because he just needs to die. On them. He can actually sit this way. No, he's not. So he needs to shoot there as well. Okay. Shooting. These guys will shoot everything this way. I will overcharge. Does he take damage? Does not. No rerolling, but sustained and lethal. Strength 8, so on 3s. I want lethal. Damage 3 each on these guys.
Okay, so this guy dies?
Yep. 2 fusions. Sustained and lethal. No rerolls, 2 saves. 5 damage on one guy. The damage 2 guns. Sustained and lethal. Strength 6, so on 4s. 3 AP1.
One goes through there.
That's 2 damage. The drones hitting on 4s. Strength and lethal. 4s again. Twin linked. 2 AP1.
Okay.
And then the burst.
Oh, sorry.
9 shots. Sustained and lethal. 1 misses. 5s. AP0. 7 saves.
One goes through there.
Yeah, wounded guy dies.
Kills him.
These guys shoot. They overcharge. They die. You die.
Well, this is a great round of shooting. Much better than last
This
turn
one and
for
this
the
one.
Twin Lance.
All the 1, 2, 3, 4 pills cannot shoot. Do the damage to stuff first. 4 AP2.
This is with the Pathfinders.
He dies, 2 damage each.
Nice.
They die.
Well, we're getting there.
No range. Okay. Big railguns into them. The rest into this. Big railguns in the Land Raider. Oh, he shoots still, so he does hit on heavy. 2 saves, AP4, ignore and cover on the Land Raider.
Drum roll,
Is it
please,
with
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
railgun? Yep. Into the Land Raider.
Yep.
So the Land Raider is toughness 12, and the railguns are strength 12.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Goes through.
5 damage.
Oh, leaves him on 1.
Damage 2 shots into the guy in front of him. Lethal. 2 AP1.
He's okay.
SMS. Lethal. Twin linked. 3 saves, AP0.
Onto this dude here. Yep. He does.
Efficiency right there, Chance. Look at that.
This guy
I do wonder
shoots in this Land Raider.
if there is a position where we could see a breacher
Sorry.
This guy.
like flip one random shot into the
Oh no, the
Land
Riptide.
Raider.
The Riptide, okay.
Yep. He is overcharging. Does he take damage? He does not.
Oh,
These are lethal.
insane.
What
What a roll. What a roll that was.
3 ignore cover.
A wholly unnecessary roll.
So you blow up.
That's incredible.
He does not. Was this guy, right? So this guy will shoot this indirect into the witch seekers, and I cannot see anything else. On force because ignore modifiers. 3s twin linked. 3 saves on the witch seekers.
Oh,
They die.
a good pickup.
Um,
Now I think he has to sequence his breachers first in
Yeah.
this next activation here. Into the custodian guard, likely.
These guys, how many can shoot? This guy can see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 shots. Shoot into this. Yep. Not reloading. But guided. 6s on 4s. 7 AP1. Ignoring not ignoring cover.
So why did you mark? You guided these.
Yeah, with these guys, but he doesn't have marker light, so not ignoring cover.
Not ignoring cover, so I'll get cover.
Depends on which you take, of course, but
Yeah, I'll take it on this guy first. So it's no AP.
yeah, basically, yeah, takes 2 damage.
Yeah, not getting a marker light under that unit was a big deal.
And the drone. Force, strength 5 twin linked.
Saved a wound off these guys.
2 more saves, AP0.
Oh, that it would have killed him if we had a marker light token on him. Oh, that's brutal.
Shots. Ah man. Do I want to overcharge here? And he will die.
I
I think
you
I
gotta
have to.
do it.
No, because you're on, and then you're on advance as well. So no need anymore to overcharge. So this guy will shoot everything into them.
Oh, because it doesn't. The extra
retired.
damage doesn't matter.
I fell back though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you fell back and shoot. Sorry, got it.
Yep. Trees, full retrial.
Where did the recall come from then?
The CP. Stratagem, they killed the unit. 5 saves on your invents. You die.
2 goes through, so he dies. Damage 3 is this?
Yep.
Yeah.
The plasma.
I think Freakman's having a little bit of trouble sequencing right now, just because he's very limited on time, so he's trying to go as fast as he can. Secondaries currently are recover assets and then extend battle lines for Tau. Recover, I think, is going down with stealth suits.
2 more saves.
And one of his backline, or is it Devilfish in the center and one of his backline units.
2 damage.
Through there.
Yes.
Secondaries have been good for Tau right now. I mean, he has had some misfortune this turn, but
this guy.
It does look like he is. I mean, his score is going to continue to improve, and he is locking Custodes down to a 5-point primary.
He will shoot into them.
Who's this shooting now, sorry?
This Hammerhead. Shoot everything into them. SMS. Full real. 5s. 2 AP0 into these guys. Big gun. Hits. Wounds. Railgun.
Railgun.
Dies.
Vaporizes the Singleton Custodian Guard. Oof.
Something like this.
Oof, chance.
They are doing action.
Yeah, it was a lot killed, but we have to remember there are still 2 Custodian Guard squads left. One in the Land Raider, one at the top here.
This way. 12. Okay.
Twin Lance going for a push into the deployment zone. Interesting. Basically going to try to make it as difficult as possible for Custodes to charge onto this objective and force the Land Raider to not move, which will make it difficult to shoot into the
Riptides. They will fight there. Fusion. Nothing.
I think because he lost models to overcharge here, I think he can also coherently pull the front Pathfinders, so there's very little chance to charge over there.
Yeah, no, the Fusion. I missed both on Fusion. Shatter Cannon is actually 3. Do I read that right? Yeah. On 4s and on 5s, nothing. And then 8 attacks hitting on 3s. Strength 6 on 6s. Yep. 1 save, AP1.
He's okay.
Fine. Get to fight back.
Yeah, this is because the event started so long ago.
What's the toughness of these guys? Sorry.
This is OG Twin Lance.
I'll go with lethals here.
Yeah. So it's a pre-nerf Twin Lance. So it is like at its full power, essentially.
2 saves.
Oh, damage.
1.
Okay. Put the timer back on me. Oh shit! No, it's too late. Yes. Do I want them to fall back? I think I do, because then you cannot shoot this. I do not. I mean, because then I
can fall back and shoot.
Yeah, they changed the fight phase move. They have to actually have fought in order to do it.
Move 10.
Because previously it let you basically, shoot and scoot or yoink objectives, for example. They also increased their points as well.
Fight.
So this unit is cheaper
yes.
and more
I will
effective
score.
than it should be, basically.
Yeah. Yep. So I have a score, extend, and then it's back to you.
Okay, cool. So I hold 2. I do not hold more. So that's 10.
You only hold 1, right? This one?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Apologies. It's 5.
Yep. Oh, I completely messed this game up, man. If I could shot everything else here.
I mean,
Yep.
you're still winning.
Yeah, but still, that's just I don't deserve the win. if I'm winning.
Okay, so no prisoners and defend. So I need to kill Twin Lance, and as much as possible here. Okay, battle shock on this lone custodian. He passes it. I don't think there are any other battle shocks to do there.
This is the last
Tell me
finals
what's
match
shooting.
until Wednesday. It's the last one. The last one that's scheduled right now.
Okay.
But besides this coming Wednesday, however, we will have a new batch of finals. I think for, next week probably.
Do have
Although I'm moving, I'm traveling to
as well. I double check.
I'm
the
sure
ATC North Carolina this coming weekend.
He's not moving.
So I may not be able
exactly.
to live stream on Twitch quite as much.
Yeah, makes an attack. Yeah, so just to keep in mind.
Yeah. Okay, so Pokemon points.
Yeah, they'll never stop, chat. We launch between 2 and 3 pods per week. And all of those eventually get to finals. So basically as many of them as I can live stream in my schedule will get on here. Some of the players also live stream themselves, so you'll be able to find their stuff separately.
Yeah, that move at the end's nasty, isn't it? Because you can't even Overwatch that. Like, just it's amazing that they can move in engagement range out of combat. Really rough.
Yeah.
So, what is the play here? So I'm going to disembark. I have to move this down.
Do you want to disembark first, or?
Yeah, that's the question. I would love to be able to kill these guys and these guys. So maybe actually I pull these guys so they can peek out here instead. That does leave me open to get shot. Okay, let's not do that. Let's leave them in here for a minute. I think I'm gonna just move these up 6.
Time's also getting fairly low for these players here. Fractures has 22 minutes for 3 rounds, so he has to average 7 minutes per round. Now, to be fair, his turns have been quicker. But Freakman's basically has to average about the same 7 minutes for his next 2 rounds. And unfortunately, as we get to the end game here, because there's so much left on the table, the game state might get complex. This is kind of a dynamic that's very common with
3 guys shooting.
Tau.
3
because
guys,
they're so
yeah.
aggressive, but their army's very large. You make so many individual game actions, and you tend to, because your opponent wants to extend the game for as long as possible rather than allowing you to make use of your army ability early. Your opponent tends to leave a lot of it alive until the end of the game. So a lot of the onus is on the Tau player to complete their game in a timely manner. The players did get, I will mention, they get 5 extra minutes than the normal game timer because they are playing on stream and I am hosting for them.
How much OC do you have on this here? You've got
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Okay.
Can I Overwatch when you set them up or no?
Sorry?
Can I Overwatch a unit if you set them up from this?
Detachment's Montka for Tau. Lists are available
right?
in the chat.
I think it's a normal move, isn't it? I'm not sure if a disembark would include in that. I mean, I haven't finished moving these guys at the moment. I'm still trying to work out.
You can Overwatch on setup, yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, it's setup, start, or end a normal move.
Yep.
So
you said you're not finished yet?
well, I was still moving the Inquisitor because the Inquisitor I hadn't even finished.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Let's take a good see like this.
Because I can still just.
Rickman's looking for a cheeky shot with the Breacher team here.
I think I can still do this.
I mean,
or Twin Lance, I guess. Oof.
Like this, yep. Okay.
Although I don't think Twin Lance would get their sustain, so I don't know if it's actually that worth it.
No, damage just then move down.
Yep.
Like that, I think, and pivot. There's not much left for me to move, so I think that is it for movement. I will start shooting. So the Land Raider fires everything into.
Yeah, no Overwatch looks like.
Twin Lance. So
fair enough.
Lance cannons. And then that's weapons.
6.
6
on 2s.
Winning you on 2s.
Hippie Hunter. Sounds like your Twitch profile is maybe the most based one.
D6 plus 1, right?
Yeah.
Has good taste.
So he dies. Saves. I will CP roll this one. Or do I? No, I do not. The damage?
Damage for that is 5.
Down to 3.
We've got the heavy bolters. One in, one out. This is on.
I will say 2+ ballistic scale on the Land Raider, the Venerable Land Raider profile. Very nice.
Saved.
Storm bolters.
No, 1 damage. Down to 2.
Okay. The Witch Seekers. So he's fired. Witch Seekers will now fire. So that's 46. That's 15. This is on 5s, I presume.
Strength 6 and strength 4s. Yep, 5s. AP 0.
Yeah, AP 0.
So down to 1.
And then the prosecutors will fire. So this is. Am I in rapid fire here?
With 1 guy.
Rapid with 1. So that's 5 shots.
Yeah. Saves.
It's a really rough amount. Okay, well, it's what it is. So I will shoot the Inquisitor 2d6. You're holding on to that objective, so I don't get rerolls here.
MR Billies, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
You do not get full rerolls, right? Because you're not holding this objective.
No, I reroll ones.
Oh, reroll ones. So yeah. -1 to wound.
Oh, very relevant.
And this is. I think this is on
5s.
4s, so it'd be 5s, yeah.
Yep. 1 dev wound, I believe, or 2 dev wounds. Yep. 3 die. 1, 2, 3.
Combi weapon. Two devs for the combi weapon, and then we've got 6.
-1 to wound.
So that is, I think it's on 4s. So.
Strength 7, right?
No, this is the guns. Strength 4.
2 die.
Okay, then we've got the knife. One more.
AP.
AP 1.
AP dies.
Right. This Guardian, he will shoot into them here, this dude. So I do hold that objective, so reroll wounds there. And this is, what, that's toughness 3, did you say?
Toughness 3, yep. With -1 to wound.
4s. 1, AP 1.
I don't get cover, so 1 dies.
Am I excited for 11th? I think I am. I do think 10th needs a shakeup.
And then I've got this Switchiga squad, so it's...
I'm a little
3D6.
trepidatious about some of the mechanics that they've shown off, but I think on the whole, it's likely to be an improvement.
4s, I think. Oh, no, on 3, sorry. On 3,
Yep, so
0. Ignore cover, so on 4-ups, 3 die. 1, 2, 3. 1 second. Outside, yeah. So 3 of the guys die.
Okay, so yeah, that's annoying. Didn't manage to kill any of them outright, and I'm gonna have to probably tank shock this guy because I really don't trust this Land Raider killing him. Okay, charge phase. I mean, I need to kill this dude. No prisoners.
That is still
Really
looks like it going to.
Okay, so charge the custodian
give
squad into the
Freakman's.
Yep.
5.
10 on primary. I don't think that fractures can deny that.
You only move 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
10 feels a little too paintball. Yeah, I think that is a very common criticism.
I don't think he can actually base there.
The core mechanics are fine. I think cover being too easy to apply and too impactful has been problematic.
I don't
but
pilot here.
I think the unique stuff lost in
nodes.
army construction was the big downside.
And tank shock.
Yep.
That's 12.
Go down to 1 speed.
He
dies.
And then this custodian guard will charge into the hammerhead.
I will overwatch this. 1 second, I will overwatch this. With this guy. 4 reroll. One save on your invuln on this guy. Yep.
Okay.
Plasma. Full reroll. And the drones. 4 reroll. Nothing.
Do you do a overcharge test for that?
It didn't overcharge
Right. Okay.
because you're not in cover, and AP2 is on your invuln, and 3 damage.
So 4, is that enough?
That's enough because you can go this way as well.
Okay. So I will just. Do you want to just pick this guy up because he's not surviving that?
Yep.
And then 5 on the hammerhead, and I'll pick lethals here.
Yeah, it takes 2 damage.
3 damage. Okay, so that is it. I score. Defend is at the end of your turn. No prisoners for 4.
Yep. I will pick up these guys. I hold 2 objectives. That's 10 points. Behind and no prisoners. I don't.
Behind is a nice one for you. I mean,
Yeah,
they're both fun, to be fair. At this point in the game, I think you're going to max out on secondaries again.
Do I can I get them down there? I don't think so, right?
No, it needs to be. Oh,
Well, maybe.
yeah, you can.
So, but how many could Overwatch? 2 guys. Oh, only 1 guy even. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
If they, that will be 3 points. And
yeah,
I have.
it's literally just 2.
No, wait, because it's the end of the movement. Before we have.
Yes. Yeah, fair.
No, I'm not fucking this one up. I believe. He could move 5.
No reactive moves for these guys.
He can move like this. I want him 10 inches away from
There's
him.
still a custodian guard squad sort of waiting in the wings here.
Next turn he can go that way.
So Freakman's is scoring a 10.
He can start shooting.
I think he can construct a situation where he's going to score a 10 next turn.
So I have to stay outside of this,
least a 5.
Move like this.
And then if Fracture scores,
stay outside the 9-inch.
So basically, if Freakman's is able to construct a situation where he clears the midboard, puts his opponent on a 5 for this turn, because I don't believe that Tau have what it takes to clear out this unit back here, or even contest them on the objective, assuming that 3 of them are on the objective that's 9 OC. I don't know what you're going to do about that. That then presents the Fractures a 10-point primary, or a 5-point primary.
You don't have advance and shoot anymore,
with a
right?
15.
Nope. This.
So they should wash on primary, basically, is what it's looking like to me. Hopefully, if Freakman's does everything he needs to here.
9 there, so I think I'll reactive move.
BEL and no prisoners.
No, the intention was to say outside 9-inch. That's why I put down the bubbles.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind you moving it.
Yep.
It's not gonna really benefit you being.
Yeah, it's because the models are not correctly.
And this guy
described.
Yeah, I think he has to touch his terrain, I believe. Or not, no, because he does not be in a 9. He cannot. So restore his position. I think he can go this way. And then he can still see them. Do you want to reactive move these guys?
No.
No. Okay. These guys could stand still. I think I want this guy this way. Same here. And that they can all be charged 1 inch of the wall. Like this. These guys could all shoot there. These guys can all shoot there.
Actually
He
wondering if
needs
there's a
to
line between the Hammerhead
fall
and
back.
the Land Raider this turn. Oh, he's falling back, the Hammerhead. Interesting.
Could I fall back this way? I think
I
I
sort
can.
of expected to see the Hammerhead just remain stationary to take the shot
Do you want to reactive move anywhere?
into the guardsman. Just see if we get the dev on him,
Is it
or
really worth
sort of
it?
lock
I mean,
him
I
in.
could go like here, I guess.
Decav, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you.
No, I won't get to move.
Yep. Okay. These guys here. Let's start moving these guys up. Not within 9 inch of that guy. This guy has to be like this. Like this. Start of shooting. They could guide into this. And I think 1 second, I could put one of these guys back like this. No. F6. Well, if you need to roll a 6 on your advance, 5 maybe. I want the 4 guys on this objective. Yeah. Well, maybe let's this guy will be obscuring to this. I can choose afterwards. Shooting. No reactive moves when I shoot, right?
Nope. No, you've managed to get around the reactive move.
Yep. And this. So they definitely have to shoot first. Okay. I guess this guy will shoot first into them. Drill guns. They both miss. Missile drones. 2 AP1 ignore cover. Takes 2.
Damage
SMS.
for this. Damage.
Damage 2. SMS.
Oof. Brutal.
2 AP0 ignore cover.
So did you not? I thought you rolled ones there. Is that
SMS is twin linked, and the rest is reroll ones because guiding of the stealth suits.
cool? AP1, right?
AP0.
AP0.
Oh, got him.
It makes him that.
That was a wild roll.
This guy will shoot. He will use this once per game. And do I need to overcharge? Only, yeah. Oh, you still have this guy. Yep.
So I'll pay 1 CP to give 4 up against dev wounds.
Yep.
Do you pay for that?
I'm not overcharging. Once. Not lethal anymore. It's round 4. Yep. We're not lethal anymore. 2 death wounds. And 2 saves on your invulns.
Oh, right. I pulled them all.
Yeah, need to reroll it.
How much reroll did you say?
Yeah, 2 saves. Yeah, that's 3 damage each.
This one dies.
And then 2 more.
So this is the devs, right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exact. Devs at the end of the shooting, I believe.
Okay.
So 2 more die.
I took one die off. It was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And then and then I still have the 4 drones shot left. We on once. 1 more AP1. No, and then you take 2 more 3 damage for the left.
So I got to swap against devs.
Yep.
So take 2 damage from the devs.
Yes, but you need 2 more wound rolls because 6 damage total.
Oh, that's 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So 1's alive on 1 wound. I don't think 1 was within 18. No. Then this guy will shoot into them. SMS. Twin linked, strength 5. 2 saves, AP0. Missile drones. 3s. 3 AP1. 2 damage. Railgun. They both hit. They both wound. 1 goes through. Do you want CP roll D6 plus 1 damage?
Yeah, I think I will reroll that.
Yep. Fine. So they have shots. Then
The hammerhead was in can't shoot because it was in engagement range, wasn't it?
Yep, you're right. I guess this hammerhead will shoot everything into this, including the 1-shots. First the big gun. 1 native reroll.
Oh,
shots.
chat. Oh, the
They
2
hit.
into the 2 on the railgun
2s.
shot. That's
Wound.
unfortunate.
2 saves on your guy. D6 plus 1. 7 damage.
There it is.
And then this
Have
guy
we crossed
this
the
way,
threshold here, chat?
not overcharging.
That's the question.
Me only once.
Leave the freak bands with what is likely to be 5 minutes left for his final turn.
Only once. No, 1 save.
Okay.
He's fine. Missile drones. Only once. 1 AP1.
What damage is the what's strength for the missile drone?
Strength 7.
That goes through. Damage.
No, it's not the AP1. Sorry, it's not going through
Oh,
rounds.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Like this. And I think I killed. Oh wait, these guys will come down there, of course. Did you want to Overwatch there?
I have no CP left.
Okay. And behind, so they will just shoot this way. 10 shots on the 4s.
Whoa, what a shot that was.
What's the strength? 5. Toughness.
So 3s.
7.
Three go
AP2.
through. Oh, AP2. Okay.
For 5.
So 1 survives.
1, 2, 3.
No, the squad wiped, isn't it? Yes, squad wiped. AB2. Okay.
It depends on. Yeah, I don't think it really matters here. I think this is fine. Are you within 1 inch of this wall?
No, you can charge me through the wall.
That's aggressive.
Um,
You gonna charge the hammerhead? That guy
I
is
mean,
dead. There is no way you live through that.
I think I will there.
What? What?
Yep. 6. So you're in.
What?
Hitting on 5s. Nothing. Then you could fight back.
So I'll just fill
That's
in
crazy.
so they can all get in there.
Man's about to eat 28 attacks with almost full rerolls.
So that is 15 with the spears. I hold the objective, so I will choose sustained.
Or I guess
They come
25 attacks, I guess.
I think this is on 5s.
It's 5's 10. So he's down live on 2.
And then I've got
that's
the sword. So one comes out, one sustained.
We need
It's
sixes here.
Miss Kodia, right? So winning on 6s.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. 6 on the 6s.
Oh, is he gonna live? He's gonna live on 1? He lives on 1, chat!
Or
Yeah.
2.
And locks those guys in melee.
And that's you.
I think they can't pay to leave.
Okay,
but
so I
that
score
restricts their
defend.
movement. That's insane.
3.
The ballsiest Tau of all time. Just engage the custodian the custodians in melee. I know I'm gonna live. He says. Wild.
Marked.
Absolutely wild.
These guys gonna be hard to do.
Did not clear the middle, so custodians are scoring 10.
Okay.
So
I think this
Freak
guy
Man's is gonna lose the top. He doesn't have the center, and he's gonna lose his expansion.
Because you have only 2 spears left here.
I will pay
one out
this
next
guy
to his home objective to that unit, that custodian unit.
I guess I'll just pick the hammerhead here.
Do you need to take a better check of the test of these guys?
Who's that? Sorry.
These guys?
Yes, I do.
They start at 6, right? 5 plus Inquisitor.
Yes, you're right. So no.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, and then recover. We've got. Okay, so I pull the Land Raider back. I mean, I'm tempted to pay a CP to get rid of recover.
I recover and mark to the draws.
That's
Fracture's down to 7 minutes here for 2 battle rounds. So he has to put Tau on a... If he puts Tau on a 5, which is easy, he basically does that automatically. He scores his recover. Or does he even? If he does it with the Land Raider, yeah, he can score his recover. He goes to 55. He gets a 15 bottom 5 because he's going second. So he goes to a
how many to recover with?
70 and drops Freakman's to 5. He should win here. As long as he doesn't clock.
I'll pay a CP to get rid of recover.
Yep.
For cleanse, that's the same.
Right. Yeah, didn't really want to do that either. Okay, so Land Raider's just going to come back here.
Oh, I guess that the Land Raider
He will
probably couldn't make it
fire.
out.
I
guess
mean,
that,
to
that
be
makes sense.
really honest, I don't think there's a great deal more I can do here.
Yeah, I think we just kill the Hammerhead and then pass. Is the goal, the whole game plan?
Yeah.
Kill the
So
Hammerhead,
the
push
Land
mid,
Raider will
and pass.
shoot the.
I would put a Witchseeker squad into the Land Raider as well to give you the requisite OC to grab a third objective.
There's no way I can shoot those Vespids and into these things. So the Land Raider will shoot everything into the Hammerhead. Because no, I'll fire the last cannons into the Hammerhead and the hunt and the heavy bolter into the the other way around. Sorry. So last cannons into the Riptide.
The rest in the Hammerhead.
Yeah, and the rest into the Hammerhead.
Yes. Saves. I want the CPU roll this. Saves.
Heavy bolters.
-1 to hit.
The why is that?
Because he's in engagement range, this guy.
Oh, of course he is. And then this is twin linked.
Toughness 10.
Nothing. Sorry?
Toughness 10.
Yeah, so nothing went through there. I'll cleanse here.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry, do you mind if I just move him like this?
Ooh, I don't know about that,
I've
chat.
just fired, but it's literally just to move him behind this line.
I
I don't think. Yeah, you can overwatch them by all means if you want.
think I will.
Interesting.
Yes. Not
Interesting.
overcharging with him, of course. Nothing. And plasma was out of range. So down to 0.
That's it. So you get to fight first over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
1 save.
Take that. A custodian.
6-1 damage.
He did. That's funny.
And then
Lethals or what?
I will pick sustained here.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
because
3
they
out,
have
3 in.
full rerolls,
is
the
on
sustain's
5.
slightly better, I think.
He explodes. He does not.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Super more points.
I think that was maybe a little
Pass
too
the
passive here,
turn
chat,
to
because
you.
that gives Freakman a 10.
Yep, you score that.
Whereas the denying the 5 would have been much more
Defend
valuable
and
than
bring
getting
it
the 2 off
down.
cleanse.
I ult 2 objectives.
Defense
That's 10
stronghold, bring
points.
it down. So Freakman
Defend
gets
how
10. Bring it down should be
bring it down
uninterruptible. He'll go to
plus
73.
and attempting target, which is
This one here.
Yep. 3, 6, 9, 13.
There is
I have 4.
4 and 3.
Wait. These guys will advance.
7 OC.
12.
Gets a 12. Oh, shit. Can he do it? That's 6. Oh, that's 4.
2, 4.
2, 4, 7.
Do you want a reactive move?
Oh,
No.
we have to reactive move.
Did
he say no? We can push.
12. That's 4, 8, 11. So not gonna happen.
Did Riptide battle shock real quick?
Nope. He's battle shocked. That's important. Yeah.
Yeah, so that does
This battle
deny the
reptile.
tempting target there.
He's battle shocked. You always get this.
I think we just have to
Think,
pull back out of charge range, put 5 OC on this objective, so
Well,
something
this-
besides the Land Raider has to go
Like
there,
this outside 9 inch.
and then call it a day.
This guy's 5.
To deny the 15.
Like this.
He should get 3, but the
I don't
tempting
think
target
there's a line
missing
here.
is bad.
Oh, there is.
So, assuming that Fractures can get a 15, he'll go
This
to
guy, yeah.
71. He has to find 2 points on
Standing there,
secondaries.
so we can move this and then sharper this way. To this. He can guide this way, so that's all I'm gonna do. Because you always have this. These guys just stand still. And this guy's there, yep. So, observer shooting, this guy will overcharge into them. Does he die? After shooting, he does not.
The Riptide.
Oh wait, yeah, this guy will shoot first. Do you mind if I do?
I don't know. I don't see how he sees them though, because this line's blocked.
It's tip of the gun to this. And one spear.
Okay.
Looks like a
So
line.
we will shoot first. Misses. Wounds. One save on these guys. D6 plus 1. Do you want a CP roll?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's shooting into these? This guy.
And the Reptile probably.
The broadside. Yeah, I will pay a CP. So I roll a dice on a 3 up. I don't pay the CP. And then I will come on reroll. So he's okay.
Yep. Drones. 2 more saves.
What's the AP here?
AP1. Ignore cover. 2 damage. Hit. 4 more saves. CP 0.
Jeez, calm down.
Takes 2
1
damage.
Okay.
1, sorry. Yep. Now the Riptide. Wound rolls. 1. 3 more saves on your invents. Strength.
How many?
2. 1. Strength 10. Toughness 6. So 1.
He's okay.
Fine. Missile wounds.
So what? If you run out of time, then I mean, how does that work?
So we've finished that activation, and then you'll basically just solitaire out. You're the final turn.
Okay.
2 more saves.
2 more, did you say?
Yep, AP1. Yep, so that guy dies.
He dies. That's a mistake.
And that's me timing out. I don't get tempting target, but defense stronghold maybe. Yeah, you're not taking that.
I'm not taking that, yeah.
So I'll discard tempting for his CP, and that's you.
Okay, so
I'm gonna put the
just
timer
move
on
the
you and
line
get
with it.
90 seconds. Don't forget to draw cards at the start.
Yeah, good chat, thank you.
Here you go. Oh, sabotage is okay. Bring it down, not so much.
Bring it down. Riptide counts, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So,
we do need a battle shock on the custodians here.
Yes, you're quite right.
Before we go anywhere else.
So they passed the battle shock. So they will just sort of tuck in here and sabotage.
Sabotage there, yep.
I will fire everything into the the side. So las cannons. 2,
Saves.
Heavy bolters.
Oh, trip sixes.
What's the toughness?
9.
Okay, so one of them does go in. So I'm just rerolling 4. So that is 4 AP1.
Yep. Why isn't the time running?
Sorry?
Why is the time running at 20? But yeah, thanks. AP one goes through damage.
Damage 2.
Damage 2. Yep. Oh, saves. Yeah. Sorry. For my
And
saves time.
then I would charge with the Custodian Guard into the Riptide.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reroll that for 1 CP.
Yep.
You're in. Finish this activation. So that's 15.
yeah. So this will be the only thing that we'll be able to do is the fight here.
Okay. I'm on the objective. I still hold it. So I would choose sustained. And then this is on 5s. 11.
Yeah. He dies.
Okay, so I get
Whoa,
Primary.
chat.
2 talent primary, and then
Is it a draw?
yeah, bring it down for 4, sabotage for 3.
Yep.
So it's a draw.
Let's draw. It seems like it. Did we miscount anything?
Looks right to me.
Yeah, I played such a sloppy game, man. Like giving away shooting here.
Yeah, losing a whole Riptide activation on that unit.
Yeah.
And probably a broadside shot too. Not ideal.
Yeah.
Plus like
Yeah.
a bunch of breachers. Yeah.
Mm.
Unfortunate.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think there was a path here if we just pushed these guys on turn 4, on bottom 4, and just took the objective because there's 2 Custodian Guard, beats like everything.
Yeah, I was concerned about the overcharge, the Overwatch.
Yeah, but I don't think it really matters at that point because all you need to do is like leave with one guy and then kill the stealth suits, and then if that happens, then it's very difficult for you to lose from that point. But obviously, like there's a lot of time pressure. So
yeah,
going
absolutely.
through all the plays is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, first game I played with a 3-hour timer. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, okay, well, interesting.
Yeah, great game, guys. Getting to a natural draw is honestly more impressive than winning, I think, in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
great.
it's super fun one to watch. I'll get the scores in, so you guys should be all set.
Great. Well, thanks for hosting, Trevi.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the game.
Yeah, good game, man. It was good fun.
Yeah. And
right.
see you next time.
Yeah, see you soon. Thanks again.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Cheers. Bye.
What a game, chat. What a game. Definitely, I think a couple of positions where the players, Freakman's gave up some additional value that he didn't necessarily need to. A Fractures could have gone for some higher, maybe higher risk plays, but that would have gotten him back into the fight there. But as always, when you get down to this kind of game where the clock pressure's on you and the score is so close, every point matters, it gets very stressful. And it's tough to see. It's like Fractures scored, or both these players, or almost both the players. Freakman's dropped 2 secondaries. Fracture dropped 1. They almost scored everything they could, essentially. So it really came down to, dragging out those last couple of points. Absolutely wild finish to that game. So congratulations. After tiebreakers, there is still a game outstanding, so I don't know if this changes the final leaderboard, but Freakman's has slightly better tiebreakers. I believe that's because Fracture's got a bye in semis because his opponent didn't play. Is that true? It is, yeah. His opponent in semis did not play. So his tiebreakers were a little bit depressed, but that means he comes in second place instead of first. Fortunately, all of the T5S2 standings points are graded on a curve or graded on a scale based on the size of the event and your final position. So first versus second isn't the biggest difference at the end of the day. Still getting to finals is like a big deal. That was a sick game though, chat. Thanks everyone for watching. We're going to go rating real quick here. I will likely be on this coming week doing some stuff. I definitely have a game scheduled on Wednesday. And I will probably do some fun, sort of challenge games between now and then at some point, I believe. So with any case, we're going to go raid Who's Live. Well, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you all. Keep it classy, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.